I can make that face. Wait, please send the emoji.
Ooh, just do the face.
Wait.
No, hold on. I'm gonna match. I have to get reference. Hold on. I can't do it right now. Hold on. Oh my god.
Damn. I got put in timeout.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I apologize for the coughing or sneezing that may happen.
You're fine.
That will happen.
Alright, we're good.
We're ready?
Yeah.
We're already live.
Oh, great. Hi. How's it going? Welcome back to the shit show. I'll be your host this evening. Tyler, I swear to God. So quick recap of what happened. I swear to God, if you don't stop with the emojis.
Hey, we gotta earn our names somehow.
Quick recap from last time. You guys woke up the night after the morning after the party. You realized that you didn't get paid, which is not acceptable. You went down into the breakfast room. One of you, Alfred, I think, went to go talk to the administrator to be like, hey, what the fuck is up? I haven't gotten paid. And he was like, oh, everybody's really, really backed up. I think there's something happening with the council. So that was a whole thing. You went back into the breakfast room with your companions where they were all trying to get all up in Locke's business. After which Sealfree was like, hey, Alfred, I dare you to go try to talk to Marcus. And he tried to beat your brains out because you tried to cast a spell on him.
He succeeded.
Hold on. Wait, do you like me to share one of our first pieces of art from the session?
Oh, I fucking love that.
Yeah.
So you decided, okay, we're pretty much free to do whatever we want today. So you walked out into the city thinking you were leaving Marcus behind, but really he was just trailing you very poorly. You stumbled upon the school where Alfred's old friend, Dream of Days, I swear to God.
Your emoji selection is covering up the cameras.
Where your old friend Dream of Days said, oh shit, you may be right, something freaky's going on, and I don't trust that Elderspark guy, he went missing. After a little bit of time spent in conversation, Dream of Days received a sending spell that Sealfree was being summoned to the Aurora Citadel. You made your way over there, and there was a lot of screaming happening as all the counselors were having a meeting over the fact that apparently Counselor Camphine's baby brother is apparently killing all the friends of Counselor Ethan's baby brother. So that just won't fly. Meaning, Sealfree, you saw your old friend Aaron, who told you that pretty much everybody in your old party is dead, except for the ones that he wasn't. I mean, he's not sure about the others. He just got separated, and he made his way over to the city. So you're not having a very cash money time. What else? After that, you all kind of gathered in the general's office, at which point, you had a conversation about, oh shit, okay, shit's hitting the fan. And after the party were left alone with her, General Zendraza was like, hey, I'll give you 100 gold to go kill my brother-in-law, which you accepted. And if you do so, you will get your complete freedom at the end of this. And she sent you on your merry way. You went to the Babbling Brook again, which is apparently the only decent tavern in town, where a bunch of you got litty. One of you found a person who was vaguely familiar, but not in the way you're used to, and had a little friendship bracelet drug deal after she gave you some information. You went back inside, and I think that is where we left off. Did I miss anything?
That
Sounds about right.
My wife's coming along.
Yay! So, you all are, I believe, still inside the Babbling Brook. You haven't quite decided what you want to do yet.
Oh, I think we were gonna go shopping.
Mhm.
Yeah, we need supplies for the road.
So it's 11:30, almost noon, on a, what day of the week is it?
Isn't it a Saturday?
It's a Saturday. It is a Saturday. It is like noon on a Saturday. So the bar is starting to get a little bit crowded as people are coming in for lunch. You're in the trade ward still, so you've got I just remembered that I haven't turned the music on. It's still, you're in the trade ward, so like merchants are starting to come in, people who are laid down with like all their shopping bags. They're trickling into this tavern, and it's starting to get loud. So, how's it going?
I'd like to offer up an alternative to shopping. Hold on, let me get into character. Since Sylphin was forcibly sobered up,
Alright.
it's okay. The intention was okay. The outcome, give or take. So she's gonna. Everyone's over there like talking about like, oh, let's go shopping. Let's do this. We need supplies. And blah blah. And Sylphin's gonna be like, we could just go to and raid my house since it isn't exactly needed anymore after this. I have food, I have clothing, I have stuff, I have connections. I could potentially get us more things. It's all free versus going to the store and using up gold that we don't really need. I mean, we could probably go and get like horse or something, but we should probably go raid the one place that has a lot of stuff in it for free.
I suppose
Just saying.
that would certainly help us cut back on costs.
I mean, I'd be fine with that. I do need to go shopping still, though.
I'm just saying that could be an end goal. I do have. I mean, I lived there 24/7 until I got caught. There's also things there I would like to grab anyway. So end goal would be to swing by there before we went anywhere. But I would thought before we bought food and things like that, we wouldn't buy it, considering it's just sitting in my house. Go to waste if we don't grab it.
That is fair enough.
So, Alfred, you wanted to go shopping. Is there any specific thing that you would like to get? You seem dead set on something.
I mean, I just want to look.
Suspicious, per usual.
Oh, yeah. I've got things I need to do.
What kind of things, Alfred?
I gotta go shopping.
You can't steal anything again.
I'm
That's
not
the
gonna
whole reason why
steal.
we ended up here the first time.
I mean, what are they going to do? Arrest us? Like, we're going
Yes,
to.
that is what they do.
Yeah, but like, can they really afford to?
I'll go with Alfred.
I'm not gonna steal anything.
I don't.
I also
believe
think we
you.
should stick together.
I would also second that.
Thanks
So-
to Marcus.
Marcus.
Wait, did Marcus come back inside?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
So are we?
I think we should go to Silver's place first. So we kind of get what we got going, and then we go shopping and get whatever we need.
Sounds good to me.
I'm going to. I'm not discouraging this. I'm just going to point out that you are currently in the trade ward right now. And
Oh.
Silfrey lives in the Ursus Borough, which is clear on the other side of town. So it'll be a good 3-hour walk to her house and back.
I have received word from God that maybe we should go shopping first.
I will say, just for reference, outside, I believe, if I'm correct or not, the purple house in the Ursus Borough is
Yes.
my house. If anyone wants to know exactly where it is.
Huh.
I have
Yes.
just received divine revelation. Maybe
Divine
we should-
revelation.
Sarah writes something on a napkin and slides it over to you.
Divine. Cool.
Alright. Let's go
Shopping.
shopping, alright?
Before we start fucking around, do we know how long this journey is?
Could you guys turn up your mic sensitivity? Everyone but, yeah.
Only
Yeah,
Tyler
true.
can be heard.
Yeah, only everyone who isn't Tyler is quiet, so.
I like
Just
the
mic
little,
it to the
j-
middle
the
of the
little
table.
jig in the background.
Do I need to repeat myself?
A
Yeah.
little bit.
Okay.
Just once.
For the crowd.
Before we start fucking around, do we know how long this journey is?
God?
I don't fucking
Daenerys
know.
sitting right next to you.
What was the town we were going to?
I don't think we've decided on a place to go yet.
I'm
not
kind of just like a
excited.
fucking timeline.
Do you know where you are headed?
Do we?
If you want a very, very loose timeline, I would assume that this would take not a week and not 2 weeks. I mean, considering that they most likely expect the council to be coming after them, I would not be surprised if people weren't moving a lot, unfortunately.
So,
Nycerian was mentioned. That was Gale, because
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say that Sealfree knows this because she spent quite a bit of time on the stretch between the elf lands and the city.
Yes.
From where you currently are, either Valdgun Eden or Nycerian would be about a 7-day trip. 5 if you go by horse. Whereas if you from where you currently are, Avamel is the 7-day plus 4 days on the bridge plus another 2 to the center of the island. So if that's where you're going, it's going to be a full 2 weeks on foot.
That's a long ass bridge.
So Avamel is 2 weeks.
Can we get the world map just so that we can? know
Yes.
better?
It's in the lore channel also, just for if you
yeah,
wanted
but
to
I'll-
blow it up on
There you go.
yourself.
There you go, there you go. It's
So about
on roll 20. So you are currently in the city of Sternheim. Going to either Nycerian or Valdgun Eden would be 7 days or 5 by horse, and Avamel would be that plus another 4 days on the bridge, which you have to walk, and another 2 days to the palace.
I mean, we could say just at least 2 weeks, because also literally anything could happen.
Yeah,
We're going on the entire left side of the continent here.
Right.
Right.
Then. Okay.
I know where I'm from now. Sorry, okay, I don't really put it in my
Okay, so we
brain.
have, do we know which we should be checking out first, Nycerian or Valdgun Eden?
Actually, are we in character or out of character?
I
We should
assume out of
probably
character.
start talking in
Out of character?
Yeah.
Okay, I have a thing in character.
everybody
Okay.
get back into character.
Alright.
Fine,
Okay.
we can go back to
Alright,
the-
so I have a thing. Zendraza said a thing about how they would most likely be stupid to go back to their hometowns, and I would assume that they would be as well. However, they would be probably extremely protected there. So there's the bouncy thing. I know at least Almar would be at Valdgitland I don't know how to fucking pronounce it. That's was close enough.
Eden?
Eden?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me put my pronunciation off the.
Just call it Vald. It's fine. I don't expect any of
Okay.
you to be able to pronounce
That's
Yiddish.
so sexy. Okay, Alma would be in fault. That's his, unfortunately. And not to add a little bit of dramatic element to the situation, but I haven't been back there in many years. So I would vote not going there, considering the fact that it may be an absolution. We should probably let
I mean-
pass beforehand.
The crown was made in Mycerian, and they need another component. Oh my god, my accent.
It would probably
So-
be nice to figure out what that component is.
Yes, I think they would
Which-
have the answer
In Assyrian.
in Mycerian.
And may I do you have a question? May I ask, what is the time difference between Assyrian and Val?
So because you have to go around that lake there, either one, you start going up on the same path to about the trees, and then you split going either left or right. So either one from where you are is about 7 days, but between each other, it's about 3.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're looking at least a week's journey for this first leg.
Yeah, and if we go to Assyrian, figure that out, and then
Get more
in
information.
that case, we have more information. If we wanted to go to Vault, it's right there.
I mean, we also could stop by the library here and maybe try and get some information.
Okay, y'all need to start speaking up because you
The
start
Hey,
going
Brian-
down and take we're not picking-
Brian, why don't you just turn up the user volume on Discord?
I unfortunately cannot change anything else on the mic, so this is gonna have to do.
Yeah.
Kill me.
It's all good.
plus your audio. I do have you down like halfway.
It's all good.
Solid.
So,
The I will say with the library, it was destroyed by a dragon. So how much is going to be left?
only the west wing of the library was destroyed. The entire east wing is fine.
Swag. I take it back.
They have a gold set.
So we could go see what else we can muster here as far as information.
I think Isra should hit the library like immediately.
Eh?
'Cause I know
and
she's
if-
the fastest reader of all of us.
So Brunera having the experience, does Brunera know anything?
Are you
Turns to
asking her?
Well, yeah,
Are you
Brunera.
asking her?
I would like to ask Brunera that. I would yes.
I'm sorry, I don't understand what you are asking.
I'm also asking, there's the other component of the crown that is being looked for. I was wondering if you may have some insight into that.
I do not know much about this crown. I do not know much about it, but I can point you in the direction of perhaps some information that would be able to be found probably in the library.
I've been hoping
That
to
would be my guess.
Well, I've been hoping to see the library in my time here, so perhaps it would be good to actually visit.
Yeah, you two can go on a date.
Alright, then you shall also gather supplies and we shall work on finding out what we can.
Is there anything in particular you were hoping to be able to get?
No, just supplies for the journey. I keep most of my things that I need otherwise.
I just wanted to ask.
Perhaps a nice book. I could use some reading material for the ride.
Well, I can look up.
Why don't we go over to the Eclipse, and you all should feel free to wonder about the trade world, and we will meet back here in 2 hours. Yes?
Well, it sounds
So
good
what-
to me.
All right.
I
Wonderful.
make no promises that we won't get caught up in our search.
I will be keeping time.
Hmm.
Right. Well, in that case, we should probably go. Yes? She stands up from the table and offers Isra a hand to help her up before heading for the door.
Easter pads after her.
So, would you like to do reading first or shopping montage?
Go ahead and do them first.
You can do
okay.
you can like hop back and forth.
No.
Ah.
we can do them first. It's fine.
Okay. So the four of you are left alone in the tavern with Foot. And people are starting to fill in the tables around you. So it's getting pretty packed in here.
All right, off we go. I'm gonna stand up and start walking towards the door.
Just gonna follow.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember what I am looking for?
Scrolls?
Yes.
Okay.
I would like to look for a scroll shop.
Okay. Are
Do we-
you making your way downtown?
Yeah.
Sorry. So, are the four of you moving collectively?
Yeah.
We passed.
Oh.
Oh, Brian died.
I'm falling to the back
Okay.
and also just doing a line
Yeah.
off my
My
hand.
God,
The way that you do.
bacteria.
Bacteria in.
Marcus is gonna be immune to the fucking cholera at this point.
You know, fantasy cholera?
Oh, fantasy cholera.
Sometimes you have to get trichinosis for
Yeah,
fucking
no.
dysentery.
They're all
Are-
named like
are we-
Friends episodes. The one where Marcus gets dysentery.
I need you to stop talking for the rest of the session.
Alrighty.
Question. Are we
Yeah.
potentially passing a stable that sell horses?
Probably.
Can I look?
You guys walk out into the trade ward. You leave the Babbling Brook. I'm gonna start painting you a word picture.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Okay, so you start moving out into the cobblestone streets of, you know, the trade ward of the, what's the name of the borough? I don't know off the top of my head.
You can switch back to the map if you want.
Oh, yeah, right. Nope, it's just the trade ward. My bad. But you start making your way into it. And there's a good number of shops that you've been passing as you walk back and forth from the Eris Institute. So, like, you're kind of starting to really notice these places that you've been walking past. So, like, you see on one side, you see a stable, you find a tent, like a booth line that Isra got arrested in a couple days ago. You see a couple there's a couple more, like, more pubs than taverns, so, like, they're just, like, little itty-bitty places shoved into corners. You start to see a stable, you see a butcher, you see an instrument maker, a cobbler, and down a little bit you will find a magic item shop.
All right, this is my stop. Y'all can find whatever you're looking for. I'm gonna waddle on in.
To the other two that are standing here as he starts to waddle away. Do we have any fucking plan, or are we just fucking going for it?
I think we're just going for it at this point.
Following other people.
See, I would like to offer a alternative viewpoint, as I know you're probably upset about the situation. You could be doing this, or you could be sitting in a building doing community service.
My problem is not with the fact that we are gearing up for fucking whatever. I'm trying to figure out if I have any ties to anything that's happening, or if I can fuck off to an alleyway and try to buy more drugs.
You can do whatever you want, as long as you just, at the end of the day, are walking down the trail with us.
Well,
Okay.
and he's just gonna turn around and walk away.
I have a thing. Hi, Locke. It's
Hi.
for Locke. Hi. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you're a ranger?
Yes.
So, you know things about animals.
Yes.
Would you like to go potentially see if the horses aren't violently overpriced?
Yes.
Awesome. I would like to go that direction.
Okay.
Follow.
I'm gonna start with Alfred since he stated his intention first. Alfred,
Yes.
you find a very cute, but not very large magic item shop called the Glass Tome. You walk into this building and it's pretty small, but like you can tell that people know how to find it. And there are a good number of people milling about, you know, going about their day, picking up a few things here and there. It is this single room with a counter with glass shelves inside and a curtained off room at the back. So like imagine just the first room of Irving's.
Okay.
But it's got shelves on every single wall. There's like a little alcove in the back which has more shelves of random shit on it. And among all the people milling about in the shop, there is a shorter, more round-faced person with a bright pink mohawk and tan skin with shimmering pink freckles. And they walk, they seem to be chatting with somebody, almost like they're putting their hand on someone's arm, like they're flirting with like a customer.
Oh.
Before, you know, like, and walking back behind the counter where they seem to start straightening some stuff out. So.
What?
You,
Sorry. Are you still explaining?
no, you're free to start exploring.
Oi!
They look up from the counter and
Mighty fine establishment you got here.
I do my best.
I got a question for you.
They like start like beckoning you over to the counter.
Oh no. I waddle over.
What can I do for you?
I am looking for. I just DM'd you.
What are you looking for?
So let me look at the scribbles. Literally.
Okay.
Or maybe an item that might do that.
They start pondering, like, let me see what I've got in the way of scrolls. And they like lean over and like gently boop your little beak before jumping down from their step stool and starting to wander over to a shelf. Not so far. It's pretty much right near the front door. They wander over to it and pull up a step stool. Like now that you're looking around, you notice that they have step stools hidden all over the place. They pick one up and put it in front of the shelf and start searching on the shelf. Let's see. Let me see. Not over here. Not over here. Oh, yes. Okay. They pull one down from the shelf and jump down from their little step stool and start walking back over to you, and they hold it out to you. Is this what you're looking for? And hand it to you.
Is it?
Yeah, it's what you're looking for.
Okay. Boy, how much?
For a handsome gent like you,
Don't flatter me.
150.
Oh!
Sucks.
And they start curling their hair around their finger, their mohawk.
Oh god. Oh.
And that's quite a discount.
Boy, that's not what the shopkeeper girls. Okay. Shit. Hold on. I have to get my notebook. What about a trade?
What do you have to trade me?
Shit. I didn't think I was gonna have to use these. I placed Charles on the on the table.
Not Charles!
Everyone, how should you?
How dare you abandon him?
Hold on, let me find Charles in my notes. They look at what you have just placed in front of them. This small figurine of a gnome. They start looking it up and down, and they pick it up in their little fingers. What exactly does he do?
I don't know. But that's the best thing about it.
I think I'd call him Charles.
Oh wow, that's his name. That's crazy.
He looks like a Charles.
He really does.
How much did you pay for him?
50 gold.
See, I don't think that's true.
You could have lied.
Because you see, the thing about him is I've seen him before.
Oh yeah, Irving's?
Yeah, I'm a good friend of Irving's.
Yeah.
He's almost as handsome as you are.
Damn it. Do you take payments? You got like a payment plan?
You got layaway?
Installments?
You got
Do you want to pay my credit?
roll back.
God.
Are you asking if I take payment plans?
Yes.
They lean in real close and brush a single finger down your cheek. Not from people at the Heiress, sweetheart. And they kind of lean back. Do you want to look at something a little cheaper, maybe?
I really want this.
You're gonna have to make it worth my while, then.
I mean, I wink at them.
They
With your one eye.
I blink at them.
I tell you what. You give me something good, something I've never seen before. Something unmistakably unique. And I'll see what I can do.
have anything.
You bought a whole bunch of shit from Irving's.
A list.
I I lay the mural of penises on. Well, I mean, you said you wanted a good time.
Huh. They pull out a tiny little pair of spectacles from their apron pocket and wipe them clean and place them like gently on their nose and pick it up and start to really, really take a look at it. Well, it is certainly unique.
Boy, when I'm not around, you could have yourself a good time with that thing.
Oh, trust me, I have plenty good times without you. And they step over back behind their counter, set the mural down on the counter, produce a hammer and a nail from under the counter, and hang it up.
Oh, so it's a nail then.
I think that looks good right there. Jonathan, come over here. And they gesture. And a very tall, very kind of not super like buff, but like toned half orc gentleman comes over and takes a good long look at it, like evaluating. I really like the way that the light catches it. Yeah, I think that too, right? Also, like, what if we found like a nice frame for? We should definitely find a nice frame for it. And the shopkeeper takes another good long look at it. And while they do, this half-orc fellow, this Jonathan, looks at you, Alfred, and winks at you. And the shopkeeper, all right, a deal's a deal. And holds the scroll out to you.
I take it.
Oh.
Oh,
I still expect something. And they tap the little tip jar on the counter.
I put 10 gold in the jar.
That's half your money.
Have your money.
Well, that's half the money I got.
They look at it. Ooh.
I mean, it was worth 150 gold, and I paid 1 copper for that mural of penises.
Not completely stingy, I see. And they hand it over to you.
Oh, I take it. Oh,
Come back anytime.
I'll definitely be back.
I know you will.
And I am strutting out the door, by the way. I'm not waddling, I'm strutting.
This person, like, flips their little pink mohawk over and jumps down from behind the counter again and goes back to help other customers.
I
and
thought you
that
were
is
gonna
my-
get attacked.
God.
Oh,
Well, that's my shopping.
all right, who's next?
I guess we're just going to get horses.
I want to
Fantastic.
see. I want to see if they're not stupid close.
I knew it was gonna be expensive.
Because I don't have much gold, guys. Or Silvery's rich, but not that
Oh, wait,
rich.
shit, I have it on DM screen. God damn it.
I also, after I did that, I would go and catch back up with them, but I imagine they would already be there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get a drink.
Why do I not have it? God damn it. Sorry.
I have the prices pulled up on 5e tools.
I've got it, thank you.
Huh?
Okay.
No, I'm good.
Humpty-pop. So, the two of you, sorry. Yes. Okay. Horses are very pricey.
Can I get the sad one in the back of the corner? It looks like he's about to die.
Oh my god.
I want to love him.
The two of you and Foot also, having left Alfred and Marcus both, walk over towards where you can hear horses neighing, which is usually like a pretty good sign, right?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
they're
Because they're alive.
Yeah, exactly.
I said the same thing.
So,
I'm gonna turn to Silfrey. Are we gonna be picky about what kind of horse we get? Or is it just like a price thing?
I'm going to be completely honest with you. I feel like I'm going to be scalped. I do have one alternative that may be slightly illegal and time consuming. I could steal one.
Oh my god.
No.
But it is the middle of the day, and that's very risky.
We leave late at night or early in the morning.
Yeah. But then if we go to my house and I have a question for the DM. I'm gonna DM you.
you're gonna DM the DM?
I'm gonna DM the DM.
Yeah.
But yes, I could. There's potential. I just want to see how much money they cost, and if we go, because technically we don't all need a horse. We only really need one, and then we need a wagon, and we don't really need a fast wagon. We aren't living in comfort, but it would be something that would help us move, because I've watched this a lot, and it's shit. So,
Okay. But I'm saying that if
I would also go back to head. I'm so sorry.
oh no, I was just gonna once again give you the go ahead if it's ridiculously expensive and there's no other alternative. You could probably just steal one. If that was like that's like there's nothing else to do. I'm just giving you
No.
my blessing.
I'm not saying that God just gave me a hint. The escape room director gave me a hint. We could look to see how much it is to potentially have a room for future use. Well, I believe that would. Do you think the council would have anything to do with horses? Do you think they'd let us like rent one? For the travel? Because I'm sitting here thinking like, the council hasn't really given us anything for this trip other than 100 gold. But between 5 people, that's not very much money to do this, considering we're about to probably potentially die.
They seem like a bunch of fancy somebodies who have like a lot of stuff for no reason. So maybe.
Do you think the council would have their own private stables, or do you think they'd use this one?
Are you saying we steal from them?
I'm not saying we steal from the council. I'm
Oh.
saying we potentially borrow, rent one from the legally obtain a horse.
Unless something
For our
happens to the
troubles.
horse.
I would hope that nothing happens to the horse.
Yeah, let's check here and then we can go ask since we're gonna need
Go
them
back that way.
Isra anyway.
Yeah. Yes. I think that's a good idea.
Okay. And I'm gonna turn and I'll walk towards whoever's running that.
You approach the stable, and it's quite large, which I guess makes sense considering you're in the largest city in the country. But it's quite enormous. Like, you can tell they've got like 60, 75 horses just like available at the moment. Which cool, because you're gonna need a couple. And there are a couple different people inside, seeing to the horses. There was one just now. Seeing to the horses, making sure they're fed, watered, cleaned. And at a front table, is a halfling who is standing on top of the table and going, no. Make sure that he gets only green apples. Because if you give him a red one, he's gonna kick you in the face. Okay? Okay, I can't be held responsible if you try to give him a red apple. Hey, how's it going?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
You turn around. Hi, how are you?
Sorry.
I did it on purpose.
They put their puts her hands inside her overall pockets and like rocks back and forth on her feet. What can I help you with? Horse?
Me and my friends here. We're gonna. Well, there's more than one. This is just the one right there. But
Well, I mean, this beautiful lady, and she points to Foot.
oh yeah. She's kind of always a plus one with me.
Aw.
Just to like the simple rundown, I suppose. It's me, my friend Sylphie right there, this lovely lady, and then there are 3 others, sometimes 4. She's a big lady.
Oh.
We're all going on a trip, I guess.
Okay.
But I'm hoping a horse or 2 to purchase, you know. And we're just
Or-
seeing the question would be what's the price range for just I don't know, like a average stallion, I guess.
Okay, well, since there's what? 6 plus the lovely lady of you, so 7 of you altogether.
Yeah.
You're probably gonna want 2 horses, and you're probably gonna want a cart as well, unless you want everybody to have their own individual horse, which is gonna rack up pretty quickly. Especially, she just points. She's really interested in Foot.
I wish I
she's
could
like-
get her own personal vehicle for all the time,
She's
but she's
really
a
cute.
walking lady.
Yeah, that makes sense. So you're probably gonna want like 2 draft horses and a cart, right? That would make sense.
Yeah, how much would that be?
Okay, that's probably gonna run you about 120 gold.
Ah, he fully.
Yeah, I know it can be a bit much, but you know when you're carrying that many people.
Hey, I do have a question. Sylvia's gonna kind of like duck, kind of just beside Block. Is
Hi,
like,
how are you?
hi. So this is actually the thing we're going on is chartered by the council.
Okay.
And I didn't know if we were able to get a horse, 2 horses and a cart, in courtesy of the council.
So you mean like charge it to their account?
Yeah, couldn't we? If it's
Not without
sponsored
one of
by
them
them.
present.
That
That being said, they've got quite their own stable up there by the era. Or
do they?
the
That's
Citadel, so,
stunning.
like, I'm sure
That's-
that if you're doing this for them, they'd be happy to help you out.
That's absolutely stunning information.
Okay. Sorry, hold on 1 second. And she reaches into her overall pocket and produces a couple of blueberries for your little lady.
Thank you. You can feed her if you want.
Oh boy! And she jumps down off the table and lands with her arms out and
Rude.
walks over to Foot, who starts eating them very, very gently out of her hand.
She likes
Good
head pats
cat.
too. You can pet her.
She's such a good cat.
She is.
I'm a horse girl myself, but
I would assume
she's
so.
sweet. Yeah, I like them. What did I? In the background, you hear and then a flash as somebody like falls to the ground. What did I say about giving him red apples? What did I say? You never listen to me. I've got to go deal with his. Ooh, that looks like a broken leg. So, if you need anything else, just come back by. I'll help you out.
You are absolutely darling. Thank you.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, I'm going to leave.
Walk away, yeah.
No.
Okay.
Turn to Silfrey. Do we want to head back, try to find Marcus, or let him find us?
Considering Marcus has been having more than a one-sentence conversation with us, I think we should go find him. And also Alfred. Unfortunately, he does have to come with us.
I'm fine with Alfred.
I do enjoy a good Alfred every once in a while.
He's funny.
You hear in the distance.
But
Oi, I'm 3 foot, but I'm still a fucking person. Trample me
What?
like that.
Oh.
As you guys are making your horse transaction, and as Alfred is trading a mural of penises for 150 gold. Meanwhile, Marcus, you have slipped off into an alleyway.
Mm-hmm. First, I do the thing that I sent. Well, that you can see.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What the secret?
So I'm gonna.
You are not doing drugs.
Drugs are bad.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I'm going to message it to you.
Okay. God, why are there so many secrets in this family? I'm just kidding.
God. I literally drew a frowny face and I say secret conversation every time there's a secret conversation. And there's too many frowny faces in this paper right now.
That's just Marcus's live frowny faces.
Oh God.
Man.
I don't think I've sent NK a single private message concerning.
To
Boring.
my call out, me and Tyler did have our own private session. So
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Right person.
Yeah, that's me.
Fortunate.
Excellent question. Sorry. Shit, I don't have it pulled up.
Marcus. Secret thing in alley.
Sorry.
Sorry, I know that's a loaded question.
Yeah. Hold on. Hold on.
Imagine making the GM thing. Thumbs down. MK could kill us.
Literally at any moment.
Oh God. Smite us.
We are going
I think
to
Alfred
this
needs to
round.
smite. I think Alfred should get smoked.
He doesn't always ask for it, so.
Are we making this so fun?
Sorry.
Is this a private in chat drug deal?
It's not even a drug deal. I know it's not. Conspiracy. Someone listen to the typing pattern. Let me eat like a horse real quick.
They're having chat RP right now.
No.
Not
So guys,
my
how's your
Christian
weekend?
Minecraft server! Everything must be said in public chat. You know the rules.
I'm gonna eat a bread.
That's the rules? I'm pretty sure I'm God here.
I'm eating popcorn like a horse.
What'd you say, MK?
I said, are you sure about the rules? I'm God here.
That's true.
So, Marcus, you wander into the alleys as you are very good at. Considering you got arrested last time you were here, would you like to self-check maybe?
Probably. Probably. Oh boy.
Which feels like a winner.
The
Hey,
dice
show
tray-
off your bowl. I want to see your bowl. Oh, that's so sexy of you. Whoa. It's a lot in there.
Cereal.
I put them next to my altar candle so that maybe like me.
Hey, the dice tray is actually your mouth.
Crap.
Crunch, crunch.
D&D Beyond
16.
refreshed. Where did my character sheet go? Sorry, I know I'm
Copy
taking
that.
so long.
Deep goat your dice. Sorry.
Deep goat.
Throw. Like
Okay.
Gok 9000.
Deep goat.
me last night making myself throw up. I got so sick and I was like,
19.
Oh.
19?
Yeah.
Okay. You slip into an alleyway so quickly that your companions don't even notice that you've gone. And you slip in and out of the shadows. And since you were here just a couple days ago doing this exact same thing, it doesn't take very long for you to find the kind of person that you're looking for. In fact, you find behind a small pub a bright orange tabaxi wearing a full black hood and actively
I'm picturing the Cheetos mascot.
Chester? Yeah,
Chester?
absolutely.
Sweet, cool. I'm going to emerge from the shadows.
He spots you.
You selling or just taking?
Depends on what you got.
I have some coin I can spend,
All right.
but I'm kind of looking for not bullshit.
So, something with some substance.
Yeah.
All right. He opens up a bag on the side of his hip and he reaches down into it way further than you think an arm should be able to go.
Mm.
And you can hear rattling sounds coming from inside. Like you have no idea what's going on there, but you can tell that he's got something. In fact, he reaches in and he pulls out a piece of parchment with a list of his wares on it and prices next to it.
not the menu.
He's got a menu for you.
I think Marcus is gonna be really thrown off by that, and hesitantly takes the paper.
Yeah.
Are any of them any good?
Yeah. Basically, he hands you. Oh shit! Sorry. Damn. I only made prices for the stuff that you take. Wait, hold on. Sorry. Sorry.
Die.
I'm complicated.
You are complicated.
Jester! That really fucking got me.
So,
You just still laugh
Really
him.
better.
Buying drugs.
He hands you. Let me make sure that this doc is public. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Chester
He
Cheeto.
hands you the doc that I just DM'd you on Discord.
Hey, it's like secrets. This is damn stupid.
Okay, sorry. Okay.
With the exception of the last one on the list, because you know why.
Yeah, okay. All of
Yeah.
them?
He hands you a list with all of those names. None of the descriptions. He just hopes that you know what they do.
Cool.
Or don't. One of the two.
Oh boy.
I can't wait for 20 sessions in when Marcus just dies of an overdose.
We're going to take
You'd
one
like to
stuff
see
and
that,
just
wouldn't you?
end.
first player death is actually Marcus just ODing.
Wouldn't it be the craziest? PC death I've seen in the game.
Do we do we want to like switch back over to Alfred meeting up with the other two? So we
Yeah,
can
yeah,
go
yeah.
through this
You
list?
you peruse this list.
Because I have a
Actually,
feeling-
We can go to Isra next.
yeah, actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch over to who I haven't addressed yet. You shop for a little bit.
Yeah, it's gonna take me a
Uh,
second.
Message me if you need to. I'm
Okay.
gonna jump over here with this lovely lady and her very tall wife walking over towards the Eclipse Academy of the Arcane.
For just a second.
Okay.
As it was this morning, it seems like there's business as usual going on students-wise, while also quite a bit of hubbub about the fact that there's a giant hole in the library. But other than that, you know, it's all very chill. So Bernera walks with you towards the Eclipse, which is not a very long walk, and it's one you're very familiar with at this point. But you're walking in companionable silence.
I've missed
So-
you.
I have missed you as well. I'm very sorry that I have been so busy, but you know,
Yeah. I
things and business and well, whatnot.
know. Yeah, of course. You know, I'm. It is understandable.
If I must be completely honest with you, I do not like being in the city very much.
Well, hopefully we won't be here for too long. I kind of get it. It is crowded, it is loud, and it is busy.
A lot of people as well.
Very much so. Well, hopefully the library will be nice and quiet as they should be.
Hopefully, well, we may run into a few students, but who knows?
Well, hopefully they will know to gawk silently.
There you go. There we go. Absolutely. Absolutely. Right.
So instead of just walking, instead of having to get like a key card or anything, we just walk through the hole in the wall.
The hole's not in the outer building. It's just a hole in the hallway to the library. Just the east wing. The west wing's still completely intact. I'm going to throw the map of the school back up so that you can have a refresher. With the reminder, I'm going to take all the tokens off the map while I'm here because you guys are no longer having this fight with the dragon.
He's still here.
But so yes, the wing where the dragon just was is a little bit fucked up, but the entire other side of the building with is completely intact. So you enter back in through the main doors, I'm assuming,
Yep.
since they're the most inconspicuous. And enter. Bernera takes a long look at the east wing where there are still a lot of people like in there assessing the damage from the night before because that was last night. And kind of directs you over towards the west wing instead.
No.
That's my directions are wrong. Damn it. You were in the west wing. You're now going to the east wing. Help! I don't know how anything works.
Oh, because north is down.
Yeah, the tower is the back of the building. So, and you're entering through the front doors. So she guides you into the Eastern Wing Library, which is, I believe, 7 floors. So you've got plenty of books to go through.
All right.
So,
I did not think this was going to take less than 2 hours.
So, go ahead and make an investigation roll for me with advantage, and let's see what you can find.
because that is intelligence based. Right. Okay, that is the worst of the two. It's gonna be an 18.
Okay. What in particular are we looking at?
I'm trying to look for anything A pertaining to obviously anything pertaining to the crown. Let's go back to historical artifacts. The historical artifacts of the time period of the Drow secession is what it was.
It was, shall we say, a diplomatic misunderstanding.
Diplomat, yeah.
As in, the High Elves came in and kicked their asses into behaving. But
Yes, the war of high elf aggression.
yeah, exactly. So, you
Records of historical artifacts from that time period, possibly following similar. Maybe even checking the checked out books list to see if Alderspark had checked out any books recently.
fascinating. Okay.
Follow the money and see where it goes.
Let's start with let's start going through the artifact stuff. With your knowledge of how libraries work, God knows you've spent enough time in them. You have a hunch, especially based on how the school seems to be structured, that your best bet with more obscure stuff is probably going to be on the upper floors where younger students are less likely to find it. So you make the grueling climb up 6 flights of stairs. Bernera makes the grueling climb up 6 flights of stairs.
Oh. I mean, actually, well, when she's summoned as an effigy, she has all my stats, so she also gets supply speed.
Actually, she manifested herself physically.
Right. Yes, we haven't done that yet.
So she's just walking.
All right.
Like a person.
In that case,
like a
I will
plebeian.
walk with her.
So
the thing where I'll run up the stairs, wait for her.
Yeah. Yeah. So the two of you head up towards the top floors and start searching around for information on various artifacts. And you find a good deal of information on just really cool magical items, wondrous stuff, enchantments, stuff that you recognize from, various histories that you've read. Stuff that sounds familiar-ish. And you sort through these books for a while. And after a bit, you find a tattered leather notebook slid back behind a couple of books. When you, I assume, open it, you find page after page after page of this one adventurer's findings, locations he's been to, secrets he learned about, people he met, and thankfully, artifacts that he's come. And as you're flipping, and as you're flipping, and as you're flipping, you eventually find a sketch of something that looks very familiar. I'm going to put up what you find on Roll20. I'm also going to send you in the chat a high-resolution image, since I know it's kind of hard to read.
What is this?
Thank you, DM Mom.
Let's see. Here we are. If it comes up, it might not.
Not me having to download this.
Oh, here, I'll put up a different image. There you go.
They're so sexy.
Sorry.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
So
Oh my.
this is what you
did
find.
Chris walk?
You find a
Hold
very
up.
convenient journal page completely devoted to this artifact that you
Fuck.
have been coming across.
Sorry.
Can you read it okay, or do I need to
If
read
you
it to you?
download it, you can read it. However, a little bit. That's why I said "fuck" out loud.
Good. I also sent it as a JPEG if that's a little bit more legible.
Let me open it. Yeah, no, it is a very small resolution.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna read the notes to you then, because my sketchbook app only likes to save things as TIFF files, good old-fashioned JPEGs. So what you find is this notes on the Crown of the Dead King, which reads location unknown as of 3692, which was 48 years? No, 58 years ago from this current time. Origin, Nicerian Drow, circa 1673. Commissioned by Grand Minister Zestril Teaza. Wondrous item, necromantic, requires attunement. On the side there, on the bottom left, actually no, just kidding. The description on the right side reads, reassert control over 2 times the undead when casting animate dead or create undead. Then it says on the bottom, after creation, Archmage Adric Caffeine ensured it was taken from Drow and placed safekeeping in Melachim Town, which is the Aasimar homeland. Disappeared during the war when MT was invaded by monsters. Speculated to have been seen once during the war near Shadow Waste, with a little asterisk that says unconfirmed. And then a little descriptor at the bottom that says, reports from MT describe the crown was taken by 5 of some kind of strange monster.
Okay, so it was taken, and then more recently, the unconfirmed.
So, yeah, it was placed after the skirmish with the Drow. It was placed in safekeeping with the Aasimars, but then it was taken during the war. Then it was seen, maybe, possibly unconfirmed briefly, just once during the war. And then it wasn't heard from until some grad students dug it up in the woods a couple days ago.
Right, that speculation was in the Shadow Wastes.
Yes.
Yeah, Mom, I'm losing my marbles.
Or why?
Just because of the information I've been given.
You haven't been given anything.
I've been, information has reconfirmed past information I have been given.
Okay, so then, all right.
In my brain. In my brain.
Yeah.
I'll keep digging, see if the journal has anything else of note connected to it. Like, if there's some other sources, just...
You flip through, and on the back of the next page at the bottom, it says, for more information on the Drow, find, and then it has the title of a history.
All right, I will take a mental screen cap of that, or take a mental picture of that.
Excuse me.
Because this journal was tucked away, right?
It was behind a bunch of other books. Yeah, good. Smart.
Saving that for later.
Yep.
'Cause I don't have a phone to just take pictures of every page. Like, no, we're just doing straight that.
Magic scanner.
Xerox.
God, I wish that spell were in 5e.
So, since you rolled so high on your investigation, would you also like to find the history book that it directed you to?
Yes, I will immediately start searching for the history
Alright.
book.
This takes a lot less time to find because it's on the shelf alphabetically by author, like a normal thing would be. Unlike this random ass notebook, which was hidden. After scanning through the table of contents, it takes very little time for you to find the chapter on the skirmish at Nicerian. And you find a history that is somewhat, it aligns with what you've been told in the previous days. Pretty well. So what it says, essentially, is that Adric Keafine was the hero, essentially, against the wicked and conniving Grand Minister Zestril Teaza of Nicerian. And the two were both interested in experimenting with magic, because this was still the early days of the world. It was about half the world's span ago. They were both interested in pushing each other, and Teaza started to get sticky-fingered and started to get dangerous ideas about necromancy and bringing people back from the dead. And Keafine saw this and was rightfully concerned about it, and so reached out to the mages of the Eclipse and gathered his own forces in Avamel, as well as some auxiliary forces from Valdgan Eden, and rallied together to take this terrifying object away from people who may wish to do harm with it. Teaza was essentially executed, although they allowed her children to live on. Not her husband, though. He got as well. And the entire principality was crushed and had to rebuild afterwards. But
for elves, this was like 3-4 generations ago.
Exactly. So Keafine then worked with the leaders of the Aasimar clans and placed it in their possession in Melachim Tel. It was placed in the safekeeping there of his daughter, who was one of the, what's the word I'm looking for? Concubines of Idor at the time. And ultimately the goal of tucking it away there safely was to let it fall into obscurity in the outside world so that nobody would hear of it. And as far as this history textbook is concerned, it lays there safely, untouched, preserved, and kept out of the hands of evil.
I'm just gonna write a sticky note and just slap it in there. It's like big ol'
You check the copyright date, and it's from about 100 years ago. So yeah, it's from before
I
the
love that
war.
it's
So
copyrighted.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Even in fantasy land, we can't escape copyright.
can't escape bureaucracy, baby. So essentially, that's what you find as far as that goes.
Okay. Question, because I'm still... Just for my headspace, how is necromancy in general viewed?
It's a very useful and powerful tool with regard to healing, and it definitely has its place, but raising the dead, we don't do that shit here.
Okay, so yes, healing spells are necromancy. Good,
Yes.
I appreciate that.
Yes, obviously. That's the only
Transition.
correct way to do it. Necromancy is an art and a science which is respected very cautiously, and the people who are allowed to do it are under strict supervision.
Okay. All right, just wanted that clarification.
Sorry, Tyler. Um, so that is what you find as far as the drow and the crown goes.
Okay. I didn't find anything about this other necessary component.
No, you find no such thing.
Easter will turn to Bernara. You said you had a possible line of inquiry that we could pursue as far as information that might be here?
You already found it, and she points to the journal.
Ah.
I knew this gentleman. He was very, very brilliant and always wanted to seek out more information. And he told me that he was placing a copy here in the school, and you seem to have found it before I did.
Ah. What's he like?
Annoying.
Hmm.
Never slowed down.
Ah.
And was always claiming to have discovered places that other people were already living in.
Always seemed to write it like he was running out of time.
Mm. Love Blue's face.
Oh my god.
That and also just some general colonizer bullshit.
Yeah, so kind of like this as I point to the history book.
Precisely.
Hmm.
So, so what exactly is? Forgive me, I'm not quite up to speed. What exactly is this, and where are we going, and why are we going there, and who is involved?
You see, you're asking the person who doesn't actually takes notes. And I, long story short, I fill her in. Like I
Sure.
just
Everything that you know.
everything that I know. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
This is why I need to take the keen mind feat.
She's kind of like mulling it over in her head. All right.
Like, and apparently Sylphie's husband, ex-husband is involved, which apparently that is a thing, but she's got it's a mess.
Something seems to click in the back of her head. And points at the name of Adric Caophene in the history book. His great-great-great-grandson is the one doing this.
It would seem. That's what. Yes, that would actually make sense.
I mean, do not get me wrong. Adnana is a very lovely girl, but quite frankly, her father and her brothers are all a bunch of assholes. So, take that with a grain of salt.
Honestly, I'm still getting used to life outside of the Spire. I mean, even though it has been a few years at this point. So I do trust your frame of reference, as I have not met them, but I trust your frame of reference. So
I never liked Idric, and I did not like his daughter. What Idor ever saw in her, I do not know. It is not mine to understand.
of course.
Morgan,
And
you've got a
Idor's the-
face
the
going on
red
right now.
one, right?
Idor is the blue
Opinions.
one. Idor is the blue one.
I have opinions, MK. I've been
No.
making opinions in my brain.
Okay. Party. So, Bernara starts like nod, like I am not surprised. I am concerned, but I am not surprised.
Then, in that case, do you think? Well, Do you think Nearson would have more possible information as it was created there, or do you think it would be better to skip it entirely and go to Ashen than the what elf country?
Call it Vald. Just call it Vald.
Vault. But I couldn't remember the actual name, so Vault.
She sits down at the table and just kind of ponders for a moment. To be completely honest, I do not know much about this artifact. And I do not know much about its creation, and I do not know much about this potential component that you are speaking of, but I would like for you to take this information with a grain of salt. History is written by the victor,
That much is obvious. Points to the history book.
and it, like always, left a sour taste in my mouth. If you are searching for real information on this crown, I would go back to the beginning.
The Nearson, then.
Nesirian, yes.
Assyrian, yes. Sorry.
It's all good. She
I've been playing Wrath of the Righteous.
like that. She nods. That I believe would be your best bet.
Well, hopefully it is there and has not been filed upon, buried deep within a dark, dank basement somewhere, and then the door sealed up behind it.
That would be very unfortunate.
That's it. I have thought of. I do think it would be quite interesting to tear up a building by the foundation to find a library underneath.
And think of less interesting things, yes. That might be very fun. Not today, though. This library has been destroyed enough.
Yes, I do not want to destroy the library. I will destroy a house to get to a library, but not.
There we go. All right. What do you think? Shall we rejoin the others?
Well, then, unfortunately, I do not think there are any. As much as I would like to stay here in the library, I do not think there is anything else I could think to find. At least to actively look for.
She nods. Well, in that case, I believe that we should head back.
Shall we away?
And she starts walking downstairs with you. Marcus, are you ready to buy some drugs?
I think so. I have a couple questions.
Not having an answer. Not the questions.
I have a couple questions, which I assume after a minute of staring at this list and like
Yeah.
kind of putting his hand into his bag and feeling at the little pouch of money that he has.
Uh-huh.
Well, you don't have complete bullshit.
I pride myself on that.
Some of this stuff sounds hokey.
Well, you know, city full of wizards, they like to prank their friends.
Because you said that it was just the names, right?
It's just the names, yeah.
Does it have the prices on there?
Yeah, but I'm gonna pull them out of my ass.
Okay. Next to the where is it? Barbarian Secret.
Yes, the barbarian secret.
How much is that one?
Let me get my frame of reference back for what I've been charging you for stuff. I'm gonna say it's 2 silver for a day's worth.
Okay.
I'm just gonna have
Good for him.
these two things open. Yeah.
Okay, and the Sutara?
Sutara. Fascinating.
He just likes the name of it.
Cheers. I'm gonna say 1 silver for a day's worth.
Okay. And the rest of the prices aren't marked up any, they're the same as what he's been doing.
Yeah.
Okay. your lucky day. I really have some coins.
Lucky me.
I need you to know this feels fucking stupid. I've never met a drug dealer with a list like a man. Are you new to this?
I know my market. My market knows me, and the council knows they don't have shit on me.
I respect that.
I keep their
need-
school running.
I need 5 gold's worth of ladry.
Holy shit.
All right.
And I also need 15 silver worth of sharp sugar.
Okay.
3 patch. 3 lakua. Is the barbarian shit any good?
Jesus fuck.
Yes. How do you feel about potentially losing your marbles?
I'm already there.
All right. Then it's perfect.
I'll do 2 silvers worth of that.
All right. You seem like the kind of man who's easily annoyed.
I give that off, do I?
Yeah, and he reaches into his bag and he starts to pull out all the stuff that you're asking for, and he's got like, I cannot emphasize enough to you guys that like he's pulling out like several pounds of sketchy looking shit. And he's just pulling it out of this tiny little bag on his head.
Drugs are so fucking cheap in this world. Jesus Christ.
No, they're not.
They're not.
He. Anyway, I'm not. He hands everything to you that you're asking for.
Mm-hmm.
And then he also pulls out a teeny tiny little gold pin, which he rattles it, and it sounds like there's a single pill inside. And he hands it to you and says, give this to someone who gets on your nerves and tell them that it grants the user the ability to cast any spell, any number of spells without restrictions, and completely doubles their strength. It's called Limit.
What's the cost?
For you, nothing.
Marcus takes it.
It's not good.
Would you like to open the little tin?
I think he's just gonna pocket it before the guy can take it back.
You're gonna die.
Die. So he kind of smiles, and then he holds out his hand, like, all right, give me the cash.
One more.
All right.
The Sutara shit sounds exotic. Just give me a little bit of that.
Interesting. And he reaches into his bag and pulls it out. How many?
Let's do a silver's worth.
So, 1 dose.
That's right, I'll see if I like it.
Fair enough. If you want more, you can always come back.
Don't flirt with me.
Trust me, I am not.
You'd be dead.
And for the first time, as he pulls his hand back out of his bag, you notice that he has a wedding ring on.
Also, Chad appears out of the shadows.
Marcus, my love!
Cheating on me.
Okay.
Marcus.
Marcus hands over the money.
So much money.
Yeah. And he's gonna pocket all the stuff that he gave him. And he's gonna, without saying anything else, just start to walk away and then stop and then turn around. I saw Venge on that list.
Yeah.
What does that one do?
What does it do? Well, that depends. Make a persuasion check for me, actually, real quick.
Persuasion. 17.
Well, that depends. For most people, it's just a really good euphoric high.
And for everybody else,
He leans in. Do you have any inner demons?
I'm gonna grip the side of my gun.
It's not for you.
Interesting.
Dude.
Marcus starts to take a step back. If I take any of it and it's fake,
Don't take the pill. That's for
No,
someone you really hate.
obviously not, but I do want to see demons in mine. I turn around and walk away.
Sure.
And I'm gonna continue walking through the back alleys, and I'm gonna make my way almost all the way back to the main road,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm just gonna stop, do a line real quick, and then just stand there.
Just lurking and stalking when you're least expected.
Yep.
Okay. You exit back onto the main road. And around that time, Locke and Sealfree are wrapping up in the stables, and Alfred is making his way out of the glass tome. And all four of you just kind of seem to come together at once, completely coincidentally, almost as if by magic or something. I don't know.
Oh wow.
I'm still standing in the alleyway.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
The alleyway is right
Okay.
next to the glass tome, coincidentally.
Yeah. The three of you are just like standing 10 feet from Marcus. You just don't know it.
I'll make a perception check for Marcus.
Great.
You're hiding. I don't know.
Is my stealth check still up, or do I need to?
Make a new one since you've had a conversation.
It's lower. It's a 13.
Well, that's an 11, so.
So you're still hidden. Good job.
Wow.
So the three of you gather up. Alfred, you notice that your companions are in fact horseless.
Yeah.
Yeah. Essentially.
Well, did you guys get anything?
No.
Well,
Uh-oh.
but there's a good thing. We've been told that potentially the council may essentially owe us 2 horses and a cart for our troubles, you know. But we have to head back there anyway, and for multiple reasons.
Well, I mean, maybe we could get some more money. I mean, like, it's almost like we're risking our lives for these people. I don't know. That's just me, though.
Yeah,
Also, they owe us 1 gold. 2,
That's
because we're
true.
gonna be sleeping here another night.
you think? Joking.
Do we just head back?
Well, we need to find Marcus, whoever he is. I'm assuming Isra and wife are still in the library type situation.
Well, I mean, they went to the institute, right?
Well, we kind of have to go right now, so if they
Yeah.
were going to meet him, we need to find our 5th member, unfortunately.
Yeah. You know, I imagine Marcus is somewhere.
He'd probably catch up with us.
Yeah. I mean, I almost feel like someone's watching me right now. I got the little chills. All right, to the institute.
You,
I know we
you
just
start-
did a perception check, but can I do one?
Sure.
Okay, because the thing about filling eyes would have made Soulfreak be like
Alfred just knows.
Because Silfrey also doesn't like people watching her.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Rose.
So fuck. Perception.
Good.
Damn, I got a 10. I only needed one more.
Damn.
It's okay, I tried.
Alas. So the three of you start walking back towards your lodgings, or yeah. Yeah?
We were gonna go to the
I
institute.
mean, we did say we were going to be back up at the bar, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
imagine
the
having
tavern.
2 hours
Oh.
though. We said 2 hours.
Okay.
So Silfrey does want to go to.
Could we make it to the institute in the 2-hour frame so we catch Isra and Brunera before they leave?
Are you talking about the Eris Institute or the Academy?
The academy.
Okay. The answer to that question is yes.
I think we should do that.
Okay.
Because, I mean, we said we were going to meet at the tavern, but if they're already there...
Yeah, and plus it's on your way.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, that's...
the,
Gotta get our horses. So.
Yeah.
Sure.
the three of you start walking out of the busy streets of the trade ward, past the lovely little rehab center where you've been staying, and start making your way back towards the Stars Center. Marcus, what you doing?
Brief little moment that I
Mhm.
texted you,
Yep.
and then I think I'm going to trail behind them. I'm not gonna try to hide anymore.
Yeah.
Once they start getting going, I'm gonna wait like 30 seconds and then start trailing behind them.
So now the four of you are walking in that direction, and I'm gonna say Locke, after a little while, you realize that Marcus is behind you.
Mhm.
He's not being as stealthy as he was earlier today, but he is definitely following you.
Okay, I just turn around and
Yeah.
Lock?
lock eyes with them for just a second and just kind of nod and turn back.
You all make the trek in towards the Star Center, and very conveniently, around the time that you enter, you're passing the Aurora Citadel, you're passing the temple. Around the time, you just happen to see Isra and Brunera walking out the front doors of the Eclipse Academy. How convenient!
Almost as if magic.
Oh, almost as if it was puppeted by God.
Thanks, God.
So,
Yeah.
so
10-star Yelp review.
the five of you are now once again at the same place. Isra, you spot your companions, however reluctant,
Convenient.
approaching. So. Are you all just staring silently at each other?
Yeah.
Wait,
Someone else to do something.
what Isra would you find?
Well, I found some good news. I found some bad news. Well, not really bad news. I just found some news.
Alright, give me the news and then the good news.
Well, the news is, as I reach in, pull out the journal, and flip to the page showing the crown. I found some more information concerning the crown. Nothing yet as far as the ritual is concerned. Though we do believe that it is best to go to Nicerian first, as it was crafted there, and therefore most likely to have the original information.
Did you steal that?
I checked it out. Well, actually, but
Starts nodding.
not the copy of it.
Or lucky more Isra. We'll steal more things.
We're rubbing off on you.
It was left for future scholars to seek.
Straight up grabbed it. Huh? What? Sorry.
Hmm.
I mean, you should just listen to your wife.
More and more theft every day.
Nice.
You're making me out to be a lot worse than I am. It was not a part of the library's collection. We can go back and check the card catalogs to prove it.
Well, you should just
So-
accept it.
You are traveling with a rogue.
I do not make such assumptions based on one's how one interacts with the world.
Did get arrested for stealing.
Yes, that I'm going to judge you on. But
We were going to go get horses or attempt to from the council because then they would be free. Maybe or less cheap. Or more cheap, I should say.
that would be nice. I would prefer a cart would be preferable as opposed to individual horses for all of us, considering gestures at quadruped.
Well, I mean, you can just run on all fours.
Yes, but that would get tired.
I have a question for the DM.
What's up?
We did get a horse. Is Alfred small enough to be not considered a second rider?
I am a
I
small.
assume you're also gonna get a cart.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying, just by chance.
I have bird bones, and I'm small.
You know what? I'm actually gonna ask for Blue's input on this one.
I mean,
He's like a sack of
does,
grain.
does the race stats say how much you
small or
weigh?
medium?
It probably
Yeah,
does.
are you a small or a medium
I'm
creature?
small
Oh,
because
well,
I took 3 feet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
then
could
yeah,
probably get a.
he would be the equivalent of like an animal.
Like
Swag.
a cat.
A small
Yeah,
child.
A bird,
Perfect.
perhaps.
a
That was just a random
perhaps.
thought. I've been thinking about this for over an hour.
Because
Swag.
most of the carrying requirements for 5e are based off of medium-sized creatures, and if he's a
Party.
small-sized creature, then you can kind of just chuck him around.
I plan to.
Maybe punt me around. I don't know.
I plan on it.
Oh my God, some boy.
So,
Can I make
Okay.
a insight check?
yep, you sure can.
Sweet.
On who?
That's a nat 20.
For what?
Ask
Don't worry
me what you're
about it.
looking for. Ask me what you're looking for in particular.
What's going on here?
Blue, shove that fucking piece of foam up your ass, bro.
Oh my God.
God damn it!
Oh God, no, it's going on.
What the fuck?
Oh,
Slapping
being in a campaign
distance.
with Blue.
I'm in a glass case of emotion.
I think I have some great conspiracies about Marcus Miguel.
The rest of you should feel free to roleplay amongst yourselves for this moment.
Fine.
Yes. Well, I suppose that would be the good news, that we do have a heading. The news, well, possibly bad news, is the connection to a family line. As I pull out the copied notes that I made concerning the historical side of things.
You mean my dear, I guess he's still my husband.
Yes.
Connection to the good old Adric caffeine.
Yes.
If it makes you any consolence on my character, I did not want to marry.
I believe you remember saying that, and I'm not judging you at all.
Mm.
Fuck that
It
guy.
does. There is a bit of historical. What would be the better word for that? It makes sense. It is not too surprising, but it is but not really. Like, it's a twist you see coming 30 pages beforehand.
Mm. Yeah. Yes. To be honest with you, the last thing I expected was this many years later, having to deal with him again.
Yes.
Silver's mood has completely fucking dropped. She was fine. She was happy to see the horses and stuff, but like the mention of that, it is gone. Back down. Shit, LM. In the fucking gutters, bro.
Um,
Then
Where's
we shall
my
worry about
sheet?
it when we get to it then.
I'll assume there's some kind of flowers coming out of your
Yeah.
head. Hold on.
I'm sorry that I'm standing next to you, Locke.
Let's go with carnations and red columbine.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
He
Spicy.
also has depleted a bit.
Yeah. Cheers.
Well, then let's focus on the positives. Horses, and I'll just prestidigitation up some confetti. Yeah.
I'm trying to be in a better mood.
Should we go inside and ask?
Yes, let's head over to the council building and
I do.
inquire about their if they have their own stables or a private delivery that they work directly with.
Yeah, that way we can
Yes,
figure
we're smart.
out if we're leaving tonight or tomorrow morning.
I would like to leave in the morning.
I'd also like to put forward that I do have lodging. If we're not required to go back home.
Yeah, we still
If
don't
you guys
stop
would
by your
like to.
place.
If we end up at my place, unless we want to come back to the middle area before we leave, we could stay potentially. I just don't know if it would be an inconvenience to be there in the morning.
Let's continue our. Let's inquire about the horses, and then we can either pick them up in the morning, or we can take them to your lodgings. I don't suppose you have a garage or anything.
No, but there's at least some form of fenced-in establishment nearby.
That will work in a pinch.
I would trust the surrounding neighbors to not steal my horses.
Alright then.
I
To the
have a
council
question.
building.
Oh, no.
Sorry. Do we want to go ahead and take a break?
Yeah.
Tinkle
I think-
time.
I think this is a good spot to take a break.
Okay.
I really gotta piss.
for like a
As
long
long
time.
as you guys were when you guys first moved into the apartment together, because the
Why do you have to ruin it?
Okay, we're back.
I'm kidding. I love you.
God.
that's gay.
Okay.
We are live.
So the 6 of you have gathered outside the school, and you're having a little chit chat, trying to figure out where you're gonna go next. Yes.
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 Okay.
Horsey.
Horsey. Yes, that is. So the 6 of you plus Foot 7 collectively. God, it's such a big fucking party. Collectively, um, start walking. I assume over towards the Aurora Citadel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi.
With the knowledge, of course, that chaos is happening inside. Because
Yeah, we're
there's
not gonna bother with the higher ups. We're just gonna go as like
because
try to
there's
find some staff members.
murder accusations happening in there.
Perfect.
So, obviously, it's a 2-minute walk from the Eclipse Academy. So you just walk over there. And when you walk in the foyer, you realize that there is still very much lots of conversations happening, but they're all happening upstairs. So like you can hear some raised voices going on, but like you can't really make out anything that anybody's saying anymore. That being said, there is your dear friend Diana the half elf sitting at the front desk looking absolutely scared out of her fucking mind by what's going on. Like she is sitting at the desk fully just like rubbing her temples.
Boy.
Hi.
You probably know who we are.
I'm familiar with you, yes.
Yeah.
She points at Marcus. You tried to kill my coworker?
Yeah, he also tried to kill me. Funny story.
I don't want to hear it.
Have you
What?
heard about what we're doing? Just a while off chance.
The general may have mentioned it. I can't remember what her voice is. I'm so sorry.
Something like that.
It really.
It vibes.
The general may have mentioned it.
Yeah, so we have to go all the way to Nigeria.
Nigeria.
Quite a trek.
Yeah, I was wondering if we could maybe get some horses and carriage. Maybe.
Yep, all right. She stands up. She puts a little card on the front of the desk that says, "We'll be back soon," and steps away. She clips her crossbow into her belt as she stands up, and she follow me and leads you down the staircase that you didn't come up from the the holding cells you were all in. Not that staircase, but the one across from it, going down the other way.
Mm-hmm.
So she takes you down that stairwell. And you walk down just the one flight of stairs and find yourself in a very simple but very nice stable. That's kind of, it has like a great big opening like barn door on the side. And there's like 6 stalls of pretty large horses. And all of them look very, very well groomed and very well attended to. These are some nice horses. So she leads you down there and says, "Sorry about the smell, animals." She looks at Foot. But let's see. You're gonna need how many?
2.
2 in a cart, I assume.
Yes.
Okay. And she walks over to 2 of the stalls and starts unlashing them. And she takes a good couple minutes getting the horses ready. Make sure they're fed real well. And looks at all of you before honing in on Locke, and she pulls out a laminated card because there's laminators. She pulls out a laminated
Magic
card
laminator.
with like instructions for feeding and taking care of the horses on it. It says, "You look like you can be trusted the most with this,"
Yes,
and turns back around.
do they have names?
Yes, they do. Hey, do you want to name 2 horses real quick?
Uh-huh. Right now?
Yeah, like right now.
Peanut butter jelly.
Peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah.
She
Oh.
opens up.
I will not survive the week.
Because if there would just be peanut butter, there would just be jelly.
You guys are saying this out loud, Sophie will start crying.
Oh, no. I was above game.
Diana gets them all saddled and bridled. She takes her sweet time with it, make sure they're really like ready to go. And then looks back at all of you. I'm gonna go get the cart, and I'll take the horses out there and meet you outside in a couple minutes.
Here's
That was a horse.
Sounds good to me.
She
And
nods.
food attack for them as well, just to
It's all in the bag. It's all in the bag.
2
And
cat thumbs up.
Locke
You
is
don't
gonna
have to
go
go
over
up.
and just kind of.
Then how do I pick up things?
don't worry about it.
He's just gonna like adjust to the horses, pet them, and
They
make
are-
sure.
Absolutely delighted by you. They're happy to be going on an adventure.
Hell yeah.
oh,
It's 2 very sturdy, kind of like blonde draft horses, so like they're big guys. So
I think Marcus
Take it
is
back.
just standing off at the back of the group, just somewhat confused.
You've never seen a horse before.
I'm just surprised this is the most efficient way to get
what do you want to do? Sorry.
Do you walk everywhere normally?
Why do you care?
You made a side comment.
No.
I was talking mostly to myself, but I guess everybody's in my goddamn business.
You are standing within 10 feet of us.
Oopsie doodle, I don't know.
yeah.
I mean, I'm used to walking it, but occasional flight, but it wears me out, so I don't mind so much. But it would be nice to have transportation.
Or you
so-
should just walk. Or fly.
We have a bottom.
Foot kind of paws at your leg to be like, "Don't forget about me."
Yes, but we don't ride you. Well,
I
he
do.
does. He does.
Diana goes out the big sliding doors and like walks the horses out with her, and goes over to a small little like side building that you don't know if you've ever noticed before in all the times you've walked past this building. But she opens it up and does have how to back. Sorry, I just completely forgot how to talk. It does have a couple of different carts and carriages inside, and she takes out one of the bigger, like, sturdy carts and starts hooking the horses up to it.
Covered or non-covered?
Let's go with no.
Yes. So it's like a fun, interactive adventure if it rains.
Like Skyrim.
Yeah. So, well, you guys are still criminals, to be fair.
Oh,
Speaking of which, he's just as
Yeah.
all of this is happening.
can Sophie kind of
On
like,
the bookshelf.
as we like leave, can Sophie like look at all the horses, like excited to see the horses?
Absolutely.
Like apparently, like horses are like something she is not.
Silver's a
She
horse
just really
girl.
likes. Low key, but
Yeah.
like anyway, horse girl. No, that's all screaming. It's Batman. Batman.
That's too much.
Batman. Batman. I'm
Anyway,
done. Sorry. I can take
So-
myself.
she gets everything all hooked up for you. And she puts a saddle, like a big, like sturdy saddlebag inside the cart. All right, that has everything the horses need. If you're gone more than a week, you're gonna have to buy more food for them. But what they need, the instructions are on the card, so you'll be fine. I think you're good.
Thank you.
All set? Yeah. I'm gonna go deal with all that fuckery now. Good luck, don't die.
I'll make no promises.
Right. And
I'm gonna put the card just in my coat.
She leaves you with your new method of transportation and goes back upstairs. So you are now outside with 2 horses.
All right, lads. What are we naming this beauty?
Locke, didn't you say they had names?
Oh no, the cart.
I point at one of the horses. Peanut butter, and that's jelly.
So we named the cart
Silvery-
Sandwich.
Or bread.
Silvery is so fucking overwhelmingly happy about this.
The sandwich cart.
Question for DM.
Sorry, I'm laughing at sandwich cart. Yes, you have a question?
Is there a place to put the horses in the cart at the institute?
You guys really didn't think this through.
No.
You can take the horses to. We have to. Oh my god. We gotta go to my house, bro.
Yeah,
There are
except for-
roads.
except for you live in a very cramped neighborhood.
I know I do, but we could try. We have one now. There's no other options other than maybe stabling them at the stable.
Yeah, you can do it.
That's one of the only options is to go and. Okay, there's 2 options here. We go put the horses in the stable up in the trading district, or we somehow figure out where to put them in my violently cramped.
Or we
Essentially,
could leave them here and have them waiting for us in the morning. When
maybe we should probably do that one.
Yes.
Put them back in the house.
All saddled up and everything.
Listen, well, she did that on her own. She didn't ask us if we wanted them now. She should have said later. That's her fault.
She's got a lot on her mind right now.
Blaming her.
What?
We'll just
what were you
reverse the
saying?
steps that she took, and then we'll get them, and then we'll repeat them in the morning when we're ready to go.
I will go ahead and just put them back.
Yeah,
And
go
deal.
ahead.
Thanks, Razor Babe.
I'll
So,
be back
you are now horseless. If you want to start walking.
Yeah, we're going to Silfrey's place.
So
You said Jesus. Oh,
I'm gonna hurry this along a little.
yes. Zoom.
It's a decent walk, like 30 minutes from the Aurora Citadel to the tail, like the outskirts of the Ursus Borough. Hello? But it's also structured a little different from the other parts of town you've seen in that it's less small buildings and more like larger buildings that are broken up into smaller units. It's essentially just a bunch of really crappy apartments and a couple of like tiny shops, basically. And of course, Sealfree knows the way very, very easily. And she leads you to this duplex. It's a single building, but it has 2 doors on it. One on the left, which has a very beautiful, like, spring flower wreath on it, and one that does not. But as you guys come down the street, the door with the wreath on it opens, and hobbling out of the door comes this absolutely fucking ancient turtle woman.
I'm so happy.
I love turtles.
She's on a walking stick. She's hobbling along. Sealfree?
So we're just gonna rush over. Like, most delicate little hug, but she's gonna hug this little turtle
She
lady.
wraps her little tortoise arms back around her. I've been gone for days.
She's like,
She's
like,
looking up at you.
Sophie's like, I'm so sorry. You know me, getting myself into trouble and shit.
You get yourself into trouble.
I may have, you know, my luck might have run out a little bit with my little klepto problem that you call me having.
Well, that's all right. You have a visitor here.
Hmm?
So somebody came by earlier asking for you. Hold on. And she very, very, very slowly goes back inside. And comes back out after a few minutes with Aaron.
Oh,
Not a little bitch. He's not a little bitch. I take it back. That's just how I love him. Okay, anyway.
Who is holding a tiny floral teacup that you know very well because you have been given it many times. He's hi.
Sophie's like, deep breath. Like, that little bit of happiness that she had for a second seeing the sweet little turtle lady, it's like replaced by like the crushing weight of the fact that Aaron is standing right in front of her and woohoo! So it's just like, here's for a second. I kind of felt, you know, I got scared it wasn't going to be you. I see you found my house.
He gave me your address.
I didn't really think you'd come here this soon.
I know that you're headed out, and I wanted to just see you one more time before you went.
Sophie wants to be nice. There's a lot going through her head. And there is unfortunate blame going through her little brain. She's gonna like take a breath. I don't want to be mad at you, Aaron, but and she's gonna kind of like be like, I didn't introduce you to the. She's now talking to the tour lady. I didn't introduce you to my group. I feel like you should know them, considering they kind of all, well, they don't know everything, but they know my situation with certain, you know. And she kind of like rubs her face, and she's like, this is Marcus. Starting with the human first, unfortunately. Didn't mean to do that one, but it has a double meaning. This is Marcus. Obviously a little bit of a he's intense. Don't worry about him. This is Locke. He's darling. Loves animals. Alfred. Good man. Small. This is Isra. This is Isra. Darling as well. Beautiful wife. And that's like literally all she gives.
Aaron looks at Bernera and bows his head.
I probably did talk about Bernera. I forgot she's there.
And Bernera just kind of like nods back at him.
Anyway, and then she goes back. She's like, I'll go inside for tea. And then maybe talk more. And then she gets like serious looking at Aaron and it's like, maybe talk more about the situation that's at hand.
The turtle kind of gestures for all of you to come on in. There's plenty of tea for everybody.
Love some.
And she gestures all of you in and starts assembling a hodgepodge of various teacups, mugs, and bowls because she doesn't have enough. Make yourselves comfortable. Just sit anywhere.
Sophie will kick out whoever sits in the bench.
Yeah, obviously.
Is there a window?
Yeah,
I will be standing by the window.
great.
I think I'm just gonna stand by the door or whatever entryway we walked in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take a seat.
Thank you, Al.
Sure, we'll sit at like the coffee table. I don't know where we're gathering.
Renera sits next to Isra, and Aaron, who sits next to Sealfree, obviously at a little bit of a distance, keeps looking back and forth between Renera and Sealfree.
Can I do a perception check on that?
Sure.
Absolutely fantastic. Thank you. She doesn't.
Insight.
Yeah, that's insight.
Maybe it's insight. It's
I
definitely
also do
insight.
an insight check.
Sure, Alfred.
Okay, I'll join the inside train.
Are we all
You're
doing
looking
insight
at my
checks to this?
Great.
I would like to cast Detect Thoughts
On
on
an angel?
Aaron.
Okay.
What are
No,
we
not-
waiting for?
Not that bitch.
Okay, remind me what the DC on that is.
Fuck.
Because I know it's a wisdom save.
Let's see.
I don't remember what it is, because Blue kept raising mine.
Hmm.
Which I think makes sense.
Oh, it's a spell DC, so.
It was
14.
a whole thing. It was a whole thing. 14?
It
Yes.
was so much.
It was a cursed object. It's fine. 14?
Yes.
Okay.
Don't tell me it's more. I want to be less. I want to know what's in his little
Well, I
brain.
mean, detect thoughts. Without the save, it gives surface thoughts.
Yeah.
I want that deep shit.
I wanted to go ahead and roll. And I also knew that Tyler was gonna want a lot. But he rolled a nat 1.
Yes!
Oh my goodness.
Give me the tea.
So if anybody like really wants a like an insight check after all of this, it's fine.
Oh, 9, so don't even bother.
Great. So, you cast this spell, and Aaron is not paying attention to you. He's looking at these two beautiful ladies, and also occasionally at the turtle lady, whose name has not been given to you, by the way. And he, on the surface, there's just like a baseline level of like a little combination of anxiety and relief. In that, like, when you probe a little bit deeper, and you do, because his shields are not up, what you hear falls kind of along the lines of, okay, so she's here. I haven't spoken to an angel that isn't Mom, and okay. Politeness, manners, right. Feel free. God. Okay. This is fine. Oh God, she looks so sad. Oh God, she's just looking at, oh, she looks so sad. Oh, but that tea smells really good. Okay. Right. Totally. You can be so normal about this. All your friends are dead. You can be normal about that. And that's kind of what you get.
Alright. I got what I needed.
Cool. Blue, you rolled insight. Does anybody still want their
I'm
checks?
I'm fine.
I mean, that also kind of
Answers
I mean,
your
I got-
question?
That kinda
I got a
answered, yeah.
13.
Yeah, you
I also got a
Pick up.
13.
Huh?
Great. So yeah, I think you got what you're gonna get.
Okay.
Okay.
I got what I needed.
So the turtle lady starts like passing around cups and bowls, and like starts making her way around the circle, like starting giving the nicest teacup to Sealfree, and then just kind of like going down the line until she brings like a little bowl of tea over to you at the window, Marcus, and she just kind of like offers it to you.
Just gonna take it. And just kind of hold it. Not
Sophie was
quite-
definitely
turned
giving
away.
him.
Just kind of looking around the room, like,
Force drugs into the tea.
No, because Sylphie was literally giving Marcus the fucking sharpest side eye, being like, if you don't take this tea from this woman, I will come and done.
Hold on, wait.
Perfect.
That's it.
Just holds it
Oh my god.
like a companion. Um, it's keeping you company. So. Sorry. So, kind of like silence falls over the room as the turtle kind of like very carefully goes and sits back in her like high back armchair, and it creaks the whole time she's moving so slowly. Right. She
So-
looks at Bernera. Who are you? Who are any of you? Why are you here? How do you know my girl?
Who are you?
I'm Madame Marigold.
I love
It's
it.
very nice to meet you, Madam Marigold. We
Nice to meet
met
you, dear.
Silfrey the last few days. We've been working together.
She looks at you, Silfrey, in jail.
Rehabilitation?
Uh-huh.
Sorry.
I'm surprised this one, and she gestures at Aaron, hasn't gotten arrested yet. Aaron.
Sylphie will laugh at that a little
Hashtag
bit.
not all rogues are thieves. Hashtag not all.
My sweet love.
She kind of nods. Right. So Aaron has told me the bad news.
Hmm. What's
Which bad news?
Oh yeah, which bad news have you decided to tell her, Aaron?
Aaron kind of told her about Alex.
Hmm.
Oh,
So we're
that
just,
bad news.
And Madame
He's like,
Marigold kind of nods.
It's like, has he told you about my certain lovely forced husband?
He did not tell me that part.
What has
Hmm.
the worst news? Okay, that was
I don't know which one's
That was-
worse. I don't know which one's worse. Sophie's gonna kind of like. Sophie's gonna like sit like this chair's small, like big enough for her to like pull her like knees up
Yeah,
to where like her dress is like over. She's like literally like comfort as fuck in this chair. Like that's.
That's her share.
It looks like she's done this before in this exact same manner and like thought process multiple times.
Mhm.
Vibes. Anyway, she's kind of like. Funny situation. I got myself in a little more of a situation than being arrested, but thankfully, I'm not the only one in this situation. So you kind of get mad directly only at me. And the Alex situation is obviously the one on my mind, but wonderful, fantastic Almar has decided he's going to do some sketchy business with some necromancers.
I don't like that word.
I don't like it either.
Okay. Okay, so I assume you're going to go and kick his ass.
I very much love to.
Okay.
Right on.
Okay. You should probably get ready for the journey then.
That's just partially why we're here. I just did not happen to expect to see everyone here. Which, actually, now that you're here, I have questions for you.
He nods.
It's like, hey, she's just gonna point blank ask right now. It's one of those situations where like this sweet tortoise like woman that is so dear is just sitting in the room listening to these state secrets.
Yeah.
But anyway, Sophie
she
doesn't
sees
care.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Sophie's like, you said that you were attacked.
Say it.
You said that you were attacked.
Yes.
Did you see what you were attacked by.
Sifri, I can't begin to describe to you. They were people, but they weren't. Like they were different people put together. Put their parts in all the wrong places.
You say they were monsters?
I can't think of any other way to describe them.
Would you say that they were undead?
That would be putting it lightly.
Mm.
Sifri, when we saw them, we didn't stand a chance. I mean, you know how we work. There was no way we were ever going to get out of there alive. And I'm sorry that I just ran.
Sylvia, like, all of a sudden, like, can't look at him, but she's forcing herself to. And you can, like, tell that it's, like, taking a lot of effort. She's gonna be like, is he dead? Or,
No,
you don't know, but Debbie. Are you just saying that to me?
I don't know. And I can't do any more than that. And I'm sorry that you're pissed at me. But you are not the only one who lost someone in this. Everyone I have lived with for the last 20 years is dead and gone. You do not get to be pissed at me while you've been living here in safety.
Sylvia's not gonna say any of that. Because he is being aggressive. She's just kind of gonna, like, actually, she will say something. She's not gonna say anything at first. She's just kind of like, now she like can't, and then she's gonna look back up at him and be like, and she's literally gonna apologize. She's like, I'm sorry. It's misplaced. I understand. I know. I just I don't know what to do.
Zephyr, I've never been more scared in my life. And I've seen some things.
What are you going to do?
Me?
Yeah, you saw it. You were the last ones. You have information. What are you? What's your next step? I mean, us. We've been commissioned. You. What are they doing with you?
I'm going to stay here for a few days and give a full testimony to my sister. And then I'm going to go home.
So we're just gonna nod and be like, thank you. Thank you for the testimony. It's more than I could have asked from you, considering how much you've done for me.
Stands up. And he offers you a hand.
Silver's gonna take it.
And he squeezes it.
Hmm.
If you ever find yourself near Clan Nimbus, just come find me.
She nods again and squeezes his hand.
He lets go and he nods at all of you, nods at Madame Marigold, and kind of nods in Bernera's direction, and steps out the front door.
Swag.
So, Madame Marigold.
Why?
He was a very nice fellow.
He's. Wait, does she know the connection between him? Does she know who he is?
She knows that he worked with you.
Okay.
Because he told her that like they were working together, but that's about it.
She's gonna say that she was a nice fellow, and Sylvia's gonna be like, he was one of the ones that helped me in the original group with my. And she kind of looks at everyone in that moment of like really fucking guarded. All of a sudden, she's like,
She just nods. It seems very nice. The rest of you seem very nice. Do you want to go pack, dear?
What?
Do you want to go pack, dear?
yes. She's gonna be like, oh yes, and she's gonna down the rest of that tea real quick. And she's gonna look at everyone, kind of like that. Drink it.
I've been motioning.
Slurp it.
No, cat paws. Don't question it.
And then she's gonna get up. She's gonna straighten her dress and be like, "Oh, be next door. You know where to find me. Anything." And then she's gonna kind of like motion at everyone, like, "Let's go next door."
This was wonderful. It was very nice to meet you, Madam Marigold.
True, dear. Come back anytime.
Oh, I think I really. This is wonderful tea.
And she looks at you, Alfred, as you're walking out and hands you a little box. Have a cookie, dear. You're too small.
Boy, Madame Marigold, thank you. But it's not size that matters, it's how you use it. And I take the cookie
don't
and
know
I
what
munch
that
on it on the way
means.
out.
I
I've
would
been
like
around
to
the block
give-
a couple times.
I'm gonna follow Alfred, set the cup down somewhere where other people are. I don't know.
She also offers you a cookie.
Thank you.
There you go. Sweet boy. She looks at Marcus. Did you enjoy your tea, dear?
It's still basically full.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's just gonna set it down and walk out. Just that's it.
She's just like nodding at all of you.
What are you gonna do?
Camera pans to the left, pans to the right. White outline.
Would have liked Sophie to actually give her a kiss on the forehead when she left.
Yeah, absolutely. And she like reaches up and like,
Perfect.
pats your cheek with her little tortoise hand.
Love her. Okay.
But
Die
you,
for her.
yeah, we would all.
I would also.
Um,
I would die for her.
I would kill for her.
You follow
I would
Seal3
kill for you.
out of the front
Don't-
door and into the door adjacent, which is the same door, but without. Oh, thank you, dear. But without a spring flower wreath on the front. Morgan, would you like to describe what they find inside?
Do I have free range?
Within reason.
Within reason. There was a giant elephant. No, I'm joking.
There's 20
Um,
blocks of gold on the floor.
Everything's made out of pure marble.
This is only one. This
There's
is only
a
one.
unicorn just trotting by.
This is only one story, correct?
It is a one room, my love.
That's what I thought it was. Okay. So when the door opens, she kind of has to like shove her shoulder into it to get it to actually push through. Thing. The house is as comfortable as you can make a small studio space. Basically, every color that you can get with the reds, the greens, the sweet creams, like it's like she's been trying to collect items forever. And there's some things in there that are considered antiques, and some things that she probably bought about 3 days before being taken. But there's a small kitchen with a kind of janky stove that looks like only one eye on it kind of works. There's maybe 3. And there's a little bit of rusted spots where like the water's kind of come in and like made the like area get messed up. Some of the cabinets look like they're about to fall off, but she's like really weirdly shoved them into place and gotten them to work. The bed is made pristine, like medical freaking like corners on this bed. And it's obvious that she's probably like one of the blankets on there looks like the like I already forgot her name. Sweet little tortoise lady.
Madame
Probably
Marigold?
Madam Marigold.
Madame Marigold has probably knitted for her with so many
Little
different
turtle hand.
colors. Yeah, the little turtle hand. There's a small little seating area that there really isn't anything special, but there's a little fireplace off the side that has some now wilted and dying flowers on it. A very busted up mirror, and a little arrangement of trinkets, and a small little painted portrait of, if you really did squint at it, of a blonde-haired man, probably in his younger 20s. But if you want to investigate it, you can. She's going to kind of awkwardly gesture at her home with her arms out, kind of like, and then she's gonna kind of stand with her arms together and like kind of rub one of them and be like, "Welcome to my home."
Well, it's bigger than the holes in trees I've been in sometimes.
She's gonna awkwardly laugh at that.
It's very lovely.
Oh, I'd like to also add one last little tidbit. Her walls are like a pretty green color, but they're like wallpaper that's obviously faded a little bit and is like peeling a little bit at the edges of the seams.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Wow, this is what we're crashing for the night.
So Bree's like, I realized,
Tight quarters.
yeah, I realized after coming back that it may be a little bit too small. All of us, and we have to. We have to go back anyway. For the horses. So this may just be a quick raid and run. There is a very small bathroom.
Yeah.
It is. She doesn't piss in a bucket. She does have fake plumbing, medical plumbing. She's like, obviously, if I'm not saying go and destroy my home. But if there's anything in here that you guys see that you like, feel free to take it. Yeah, there's a lot of food. I eat too much. I cook for the neighborhood. They won't miss it, considering the fact that I haven't been here in 2 days. She's so awkward. There are people in her space, and she hasn't had this happen in a very long time.
Let's see what we can do as far as preparing it into food that will stay good for the journey, and then we will go pick up enough rations to cover the remaining days.
She's gonna kind of like walk over and motion at her like kitchens and open up a few cabinets, and one of the cabinet doors is just gonna completely fucking fall off. And she's like, I'm sorry. I like awkwardly set it down. She's, I've been meaning to fix that one. I just don't tend to touch it. And then
Renera
just
very carefully picks up the door and puts it back in place and fixes it. So that it doesn't even squeak when it's opened.
So we're gonna like nervously laugh and be like, "Oh, wish I had you around." When everything's falling apart. And then she's gonna kind of walk over to the edge of her like end of her bed and open up this like generic looking trunk that's just full of like rogue supplies.
That's thieves' tools,
Just
black cloaks, anything that you think could help you commit a crime, it's in there.
Blast cutters. We got.
that little like spray you use in the lasers. It's like gonna be like, this is what I usually use before work. Contrary to Madam Meredith's belief, I do a lot of crime. And she's gonna kind of like move past that. And then she's gonna pull out another trunk from underneath her bed that has just like even more stuff that's just like random things, like rope and some, just like maybe some lockpicks and some fucking tinder stuff. Like, I don't know. It's just shit that she just has. And she's gonna kind of shove it in like a space where like no one's standing, and then she's gonna grab one more box out. And she's just gonna like put it on top of her bed, and she's like, "This is mine. Don't worry about it." And she opens it up, and it is 100% a new outfit. You guys get a gift! Woo! Yay!
New outfit for Silfrey, no
New outfit for Silver! She's not gonna wear a dress in a while. I have to literally get it and send it to you guys. Don't worry, she has heels still.
Oh my god.
I've shown you what it looks like. Character
Yeah, I
reps. You can tell that I also gave it towards the end. There she is! Wow!
Wow.
Nice.
Yes.
Sorry, anyone on Twitch, you cannot see it.
Well,
Anyways.
sort of.
So, anyway, that happens. And she's gonna kind of like hold like part of her outfit up, and she's gonna be like, so feel free to get whatever you want. But there's probably other things in here. Just don't actually. And then she's gonna like still holding this bundle of clothes to her chest or whatever. She's so frazzled. You guys have never seen her like this. She's gonna run over to the mantle and like fucking snatch that little painting of spoiler alert, it's Alex, and she's gonna shove it into like her like top of her corset, like her side of her corset, so that like it's in there, but like no one's gonna touch it. And then she's gonna go and like dip into the bathroom to change. So feel free to raid my house.
So the rest of you are just loose in her studio apartment now.
You can do
There's
whatever you want.
one glass sitting on the counter, and Isha's just looking at it.
Go right
Everyone
ahead.
moves it out of your reach.
Good. Best not to tempt fate.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm not going to steal anything, so...
So from the bathroom, it's like,
Turn it into
steal
a
whatever you want. I'm giving you my stuff. How am I gonna use this?
It's not stealing if you tell me I can have it.
You can have it. Just tell me what you grab. Like literally from the bathroom door. You hear like a thump, and she's obviously slightly lost her balance and fell against the wall. But she's fine.
I will start looking for rations.
You find a good amount of shelf-stable stuff in the cabinets, because despite the fact that Silfrey just said that she can cook, it's also very clear that she doesn't take care of herself when she's cooking. It's a lot of granola bars, a lot of instant just add water meals, a lot of carbohydrates, a lot of just shelf-stable stuff. It's a lot of stuff that you'll be able to take on the road with you.
Can Alfred reach it?
I have wings! I can
He
fly!
jumps up to the counter and
All
then
the papers in the
opens
room
it.
just go.
It's like the bird being loose in the house.
It's like flying
Yeah,
through
no.
walls.
Isha's wingspan would be a fucking problem in here.
No,
You would
don't do
burst
that.
through the roof.
Fucking vibes.
You want to talk about wingspans in this room? Brenera's wings are like 10 feet long each.
Yeah.
She wouldn't hardly fit into that room.
Yeah, so she, Silfrey remains in the bathroom. Alfred, you find a good amount of shelf-stable stuff. Is anybody else looking for anything else?
I am standing by the door.
I mean,
Just
we'll take all those fucking rogue
staring.
supplies. It's like, never know when we're gonna need to break and enter.
Yeah, pack up those rogue supplies. Locke, you have a bit of mischief on your face. What's going on there?
I think as far away as he could stand away from Marcus on the other side of the door, he's also just standing there because even though he's been given permission, this isn't his stuff and he feels weird.
Cowards.
So he's also just looking at what's happening.
Alfred will actually start cleaning up a little bit around the
Aw.
apartment.
It's a little dusty because, like she said, she hasn't been here in 4 days. Obviously, you know that.
Can I dust with prestidigitation?
Absolutely.
Nice.
Eventually, Silfrey does emerge from the bathroom,
Emerge from
looking
the bathroom.
snatched as hell in those pants.
So period.
And you all stand in one room again.
I turn around and walk out the door.
Okay.
That's so lame of you. I'm joking.
Can't handle the beauty.
Wow, she's so beautiful. Oh, I gotta go.
Oh no! Oh, I'm
Drugs
gonna
about
die! Cool beans.
Alright, Sylphie,
So-
you got everything you need?
So we're just gonna start like shoving, like restocking the feed stuff, and then like grabbing a cloak off of this thing and like throwing it over her shoulders. And she's like, did you guys get everything you need? I literally heard nothing.
I got the
You
food.
are allowed to take things. You know, like this
I
rope, and she like holds up some rope.
I bear
Yeah.
towards the Baron pantry. Like, oh, we got everything from there.
Or do we need like rope or matches or and she like
I was
pulls out
already
this
kidding.
fucking crowbar and whips it up. You're like, oh, crowbar!
That's all the stuff that Easter would have been getting, like general survival.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, swag.
All the
Okay.
gear.
Everyone's like, yes. It's like, alright.
Out of curiosity, is a tent included among your supplies?
It should be. It suddenly is. It appears in the bottom
Wow.
of the giant box, and she whips that hoe out. She's literally
Amazing.
like squat, like having to like scramble with this giant fucking like.
You go over to the
weird
one
pack.
closet and open it up, and just a full tent falls out,
To just
and then just a
Renero
canoe, and you're like,
goes
nope,
and,
nope,
like-
push that back.
Takes the heaviest stuff from you and just kind of like holds it with ease.
use something.
Yeah.
I want to try my bag of holding. Yeah, I got.
Absolutely, you can try your bag of holding.
I'm trying. Something absolutely horrible is gonna happen. It's I don't want my house to be ruined, but unfortunately, I'm going to try it. I bet there's gonna be something in there. Are you guys ready? Are we gonna be thrown into initiative?
So you attempt to put something in the bag.
I'm gonna I'm gonna be like looking at all this stuff and thinking like, man, we really need some extra things. And Silver's gonna kind of like, oh, and then like get out her bag of holding and then like open it and then have like that weird like, I'm not gonna risk this, right? And she's gonna take like literally like a singular book, like a empty journal, and just like put it into the bag.
It goes in like it would go into a normal bag. It doesn't seem to disappear into a void like a regular bag of holding would. It just goes in like a backpack.
Silver's just like, oh. It's like, is this just a bag
Like, try and take it out.
to hold?
Try and take it out.
So Silver's gonna like go and reach out and try to take the book out. I'm gonna get attacked. It's fucking a mimic.
Hold on.
I'm gonna get attacked.
That's a lot of dice.
You hear a small, almost like robotic, though you would never describe it as such, female voice saying, "There is a current holding time of 22 minutes.
Jesus
Please wait
fucking
22
Christ.
minutes before attempting to retrieve your item."
Okay. Silver's just gonna like look at it and,
And
just
then
be
it
like,
starts to play elevator music.
can I close it? I'm gonna close it.
It starts muffled.
Boy, burn it.
Silver's like holding it in front of her. So we're literally gonna look at the group in the room, sing it, and just be like, is this worth bringing?
No. Not at all.
You never know. It could come in handy, maybe.
To one, I'm gonna leave it. And just like literally let's go. Let's like
But
send.
also sell it.
Yeah, but then I have to carry it around. That
That's true.
horrible fucking music. Oh god, she's gonna kick it under the bed.
Minutes to see if that goes away.
Even more muffled.
Perfect. That's good enough.
Okay, I was thinking it was gonna be like a bag of weasels.
It's gonna
a
bite
bag
down
of
on my
holding.
arm.
I
It
know.
holds things.
It has a whole
Oh my God.
time.
Well,
But-
thank God we only risked a fucking little journal.
Yeah.
It's okay. So we're gonna take.
After a while, it starts to play new from Acme. The new Orb Ponderer 5000.
Not the
Okay, no.
fucking ads. My God.
Wanna have a bag of holding without the ads? Subscribe to premium to get it.
Oh my god.
It's gone full Spotify on your ass.
I fucking love that.
It has a skip the timer button, but it takes 1 gold.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So Priest's gonna have kicked that shit under the bed. And now she's gonna kind of like look around and like be satisfied with what she has. And she's gonna take the picture of him and put it into her actual bag in like a secure little location. But so it's not like on her body, but she has it. And then she's gonna kind of look at everybody and be like, "Well, I'm assuming since Marcus left, we're all done here."
Yes, I see.
Now go
What time is it?
So we'd be like, "Cool, okay," and then like literally leave. And she's gonna wait. She's gonna like open the door and kind of like wait for you guys to leave, so she can like lock it behind you because you guys have this sneaking suspicion this door does not lock easily.
I will follow out.
Yeah, I'll go out.
Why?
You walk past Marcus, standing in the street. And Sealfree takes up the rear. Wow.
Rear,
That took way too
but-
long.
Oh.
Naughty word.
And it is a fairly, I'm gonna kind of push you guys through this. It's a very uneventful walk back to the Eris Institute.
Vibes.
You go inside, like you always do, you go up to your rooms, and you find that finally the day has been crossed off, and there is 2 gold sitting in your inbox. For your troubles! Everybody gets 2 gold.
Did you guys hear that fucking noise?
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's fine.
No, it was like a weird. That was weird. Anyway,
Like an
guys,
alien noise.
Yeah, what the hell? Okay, you said 2 gold.
Yes.
Y'all, I'm rich. Anyway.
Would you like to go simply into a long rest, or would you like to do anything in the evening?
I would like to do something, but later.
Okay, that sounds sketchy.
That's
as hell.
suspicious.
I think when we get back to the Institute,
Mhm.
Marcus is gonna like stop as everyone's going inside and then just kind of walk off to the side, still on like the front of the building, and just stand over the awning.
Mhm. Are we just 1,000 yards staring at?
He's just gonna stand there for a bit. I don't know if anybody else is doing anything, but he's just gonna stand there for a while.
You stand there, Locke, as you walk past Marcus. Flowers start to grow in your hair, and they're ones that are familiar to you because they're ones that have been coming up a lot in the last few days, but never off of Marcus. Red columbine starts to grow out of your hair. And then just one single purple hyacinth.
Amazing.
He doesn't stop walking, but he does kind of like stiffen a little, but he walks. He doesn't stop at all, he just walks right past Marcus.
Okay.
Can I make that check that I talked to you about?
Yes.
Okay.
But also remind me what it was.
Okay. Let me message you.
Everybody's got secrets.
Oops.
I love it when everyone has secrets. It's so much fun.
No
Also-
secrets.
Not
Yeah.
yet.
You're a fucking open book.
Not yet. I love Marcus. Marcus is having some great development today. I've seen swag. Time to look up what the other flower is, because I forgot what I meant.
My brain just emptied of words. Hold on.
It's really fucking like that.
He's about to get from everybody. Oh man, not me looking up the last thing I said to you. Totally blown.
Up to bat. Yes.
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 Okay. Did we decide with advantage?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, clickety click.
Sexy. That's a 15.
Okay. Do you want me to tell you in the chat, or do you want me to just tell you?
Just text it to me.
Okay.
I'll decide.
It
what
might
I-
give me a few minutes.
Fine.
So you guys all walk, with the exception of Marcus, walk back up to your rooms. I'm assuming. Kind of settle in after a little bit of a chaotic day. Marcus, what you doing?
I'm standing out front
Mm-hmm.
because it's like the courtyard with like the gates on the sides, right? Like the fences.
Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna stand there for a while,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm gonna start to walk towards the gate. And then I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna go back to the kind of porch area. And I'm just gonna sit down outside. And I'm just gonna sit there.
The hours go on. 1, then 2. Afternoon slips into evening. The sun starts to set, and your companions are all comfortable upstairs in their rooms. And you're sitting out. The sun goes down. Darkness rises in its place. And after a while, you hear a strange noise. Yes, you can.
Because of the particular thing that I'm on today, it gives me advantage.
Okie dokie.
Still not great. That's a 12.
Lucky for you, the DC is pretty low.
Hey.
You're sitting out here, a little bit hyper aware. There's a lot going on in that head of yours, and you see and hear everything right now. And from above you, you hear a noise that to anybody else on this continent would be unfamiliar, would be strange and terrifying, but not to you. You hear this noise and immediately recognize it as the hum of a motor. And it's coming from directly above you.
I'm gonna
Stop
grab my
giggling.
I'm gonna grab my gun. It's out. I am going to duck around to the side and try to like glance up from underneath the awning without stepping out.
The sky is dark tonight because the moon is just barely starting to show again after the new moon last night. But the stars are bright and there is not a cloud in the sky. And you look up, and thankfully there is some illumination by the oil lamps of the city. You look up, and there is a mile, maybe 2 above you. Just a small little speck flying above you. And it goes, and it goes, and it goes.
See the shape of it? Or is it too far?
I'm gonna say yes. It is shaped like a bird. But a large one. A very oblong one. And its wings don't seem to be moving.
Yeah.
This is not an object you're familiar with, but you know its origin immediately.
What direction is it going and how quickly?
It is going from the northeast and heading southwest. And it is going quicker than you've ever seen anything else move,
Yep.
but also not very fast.
Yeah. So, where are we? Is it going further into the city or out of the city?
It is just flying over.
But like, where it is currently after he's noticed it, it's passing over like the center of the city? Like from one side to the other? Or did it seem to originate in the middle of the city and is moving outward?
Oh, no. It started quite a ways away.
Yeah, so like one
And
side
it's
to the
going-
other.
Yeah.
Okay. He's gonna move out from underneath the awning, and he's gonna try to get as far into the courtyard to keep his eye on it as long as possible. To see if it ever starts to dip.
It doesn't.
Just keeps going.
It keeps its altitude. Whole time.
Does it, in this time, completely pass over the city?
Yes.
It just keeps going.
It just keeps going.
Okay. He is
Oh fuck.
gonna
Sorry.
watch it disappear as much as he can. And he's gonna stand there for a while.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna move back over to where the awning is. He's gonna stand there for a while. And then he's gonna move inside.
Tyler, you had something you wanted to do?
Yeah. Alfred's gonna kind of leave his room, and he's gonna go over to Silfrey's door.
Okay.
And
Ooh. That's harsh. Anyway, she's gonna like, she definitely wasn't really doing anything. She was kind of like the numb sitting, looking out that like small ass window I'm assuming they have. Anyway, she's gonna get up and like kind of shake her head and like get back into it and like open the door. Be like, "Hmm? Oh, yes.
Alright.
Right.
Mind if I come in?
There's like that hesitation that she used to have, like, isn't there anymore. She's gonna let him in.
Okay. He kind of just walks in and takes a seat. How are you holding up?
That's literally what Silver does. It's that, like, and she's gonna kind of like, at this point, like, everyone knows, for the most part, what's happening. So when she closes the door, like, I don't even know if it fully closes or not, but it's enough for her. And she's gonna kind of like walk over and sit on the edge of the bed and just be like, obviously not great. I don't think I've fully processed what's happened yet. I mean, you know the weight of it. Oh, well, you know all of it, but you know the majority of the weight.
Yeah, I know that if I were in your situation, and he kind of starts to ruffle through his bag, I would want an answer. You know, I know Aaron couldn't give it to you. And he holds out a scroll. This is a scroll of sending. If Alex is alive, this will tell you.
Well, Sophie isn't shot. Like, otherwise, like first thing she's like, "What did you do to get this?" Alfred, this is too. And she's like stops because she's not gonna say it's too much because honest to God, she'll take it. But she's like, "Oh my God." She's like scared to touch it. To be honest with you.
And I'm not making you use it, but I'm giving you the option that if you want an answer, this will give it to you.
Oh. So Free, like, takes in that, like, shaky, deep breath, and that realization that she can know. I like to point out, I don't think she's heard his voice in, what, how many years? 7? In 7 years? Like, but she's also, like, terrified that she's gonna do this, and she's gonna call out, and he's not gonna answer.
Also, fair warning, it's only 25 words. But
25 words is more words than I've had to him. If he even answers. She's like about to cry. This is so much. She's just gonna like stop and just literally just be like, I don't know what I can do to pay you back for what you've already done for me.
don't worry about it.
I want to give him another hug. Cheers! The amount of we're gonna make a tally mark of how many hugs she's given him.
Aw.
Keep a tally at the beginning of my notebook.
So Free. Oh. So far, guys, there's been 2.
Aw.
Swag. So sweet. Anyway,
And,
okay.
If you need someone in here while you do it, I will also stay. But I know how sensitive it is, so
Yeah.
I will be here if you need me.
She's gonna say thank you again. That like broken, like doesn't believe this is actually happening voice. She's gonna kind of like say, I appreciate you wanting to be here when I use it. Like, if he doesn't answer, I think I won't. I don't want you to be in here. when that happens.
That's understandable. I'm just letting
See,
you know.
thank you. Fantastic.
And
What?
he's gonna start like standing up. Well, there's only one rule I really live by, and he starts walking towards the door. Family above all, and opens the door
God.
and leaves.
It's about family.
I cannot fucking believe you sold your penis picture for a scroll for me to be able to talk to fucking. I'm gonna scream. A lot's happening.
Yep.
Back to back. I can't believe. Oh my god, that's two things. That's oh my god. Anyway, do you want me to use it, or I can wait and not use it now?
So, hold on.
From what I understand, you can send a message to someone you know, 25
Hold on.
words or less.
Yeah, there's a problem with that.
Uh-oh.
We love technicalities.
A spell scroll bears the words of a single spell written in a mystical cipher. If the spell is in your class's spell list, you can read the scroll and cast its spell without providing any material components. Otherwise,
Ooh.
the scroll is unintelligible.
What?
Yeah.
So, another question.
So
Uh-huh.
we
Who
are
in the
using
party-
written scrolls.
Because Sealfree is not a caster,
No, I'm just saying who in the party can do it.
none of you are on the list.
No.
It's true. We should break the rules, MK.
I
Homebrew!
I thought anyone could use scrolls.
Homebrew.
No.
No, rules is written. No,
So, I'm gonna find someone that can do a fucking scroll.
and there's
now.
not even trick. And there's not even a way to use because there's not even a use magic device
That's
or
so
trick magic
stupid.
item. Or
Because it's like,
Sealfree?
what's the purpose?
Morgan, there's
Yes,
one
love.
person in your party who could use it.
Is it fucking Renera? I cannot! No, I have so many conspiracies with Renera, and I don't even know if I trust her enough to do that. Oh my god! Oh, no. Sophie Librisket. I want Renera to, this is, oh my god. See, Renera just, oh my god.
Is that how all scrolls work? That's so
Rule-
stupid.
Not even-
Non-casters
Yeah.
can't use spell scrolls.
But I don't know if, I don't know if Renera would tell the truth.
You only one way to find out.
Oh my fucking god. So where's Renera right now?
She is in Easter's room reading.
Fantastic. Can I go knock on that door? Sophie
Absolutely.
has that realization of the moment she can't do it, and then she's like, "Fuck," because there's reasons for her being like, "God, fucking." Right. And she's like, she does not like Renera, but there's like question marks, you know, like they're just there. Anyways, she's gonna go and be like, holding her little scroll. Knock, knock.
Easter comes up, answers the door. Good evening, Sylvie. How are you doing?
Conflicted.
Hopefully, I can assuage that. I assume that's why you came here.
I'm actually hoping to talk to Renera.
Sweetie? As I look over my shoulder.
She looks up from her book. Yes?
May I talk to you in potential private?
She immediately closes her book and turns to Easter. I would be right back.
Of course.
And so I'm just gonna go back to her room.
She steps out into the hallway. She follows you. And she closes the door behind herself when she enters your room. And she stands awkwardly, almost waiting to be invited to sit.
So if we're just gonna like kind of point, like gesture to like the room. I've almost like pick wherever you want to sit. I don't know.
Sits in the desk chair. And she's
awesome.
tall in this form, but not as tall as she could be. But so
So if we're just gonna kind of like She's literally looks like a child. Like, just literally standing there, like, holding her little scroll, like, literally. And she's like, so I don't know how much you know, in my situation.
You do not have to tell me anything you don't want to.
I feel like I need to tell you this so that you may know. I have this scroll, a scroll of sending, that I'd like to use. Just however, I'm not able to use it. You're the only one in the posse that can do it. I like don't want to know the answer to this question. Oh my god, I'm literally gonna cry. Something honestly is very like, she's like, I want to contact, and she's gonna have that moment. She's gonna go and run and like kind of like rustle through her bag and like pull out this picture of Alex, this little painting she has, and she's gonna kind of like hand it to her, and she's gonna be like, his name is Alex Lerner.
He's a human.
Yeah. Yes. When I left Almar Caffeine, I ran. I fell into a group of rogues, and he was one of the members. And we were 16, crazy. You know how it goes.
You don't have to tell me.
You need to know him to say this spell, don't you? And then she kind of like stops and she's like, he was sweet, human, obviously. Made a lot of promises that I never expected him to make, and he held to them. And 7 years ago, we were supposed to be married, and he took this little, not me about to use Alfred's fucking phrase, being like, family can be lots of different things, and he decided to go, and just 2 months, it's not going to be anything, and he left, and 7 years passed, and I got letters from him every once in a while, and I stopped, and then of course the chaos, the Institute, and just all the stuff with everyone showing up, and oh god, they're all dead, and maybe they're not, and they were hired by Almar, and I want to know if he's even alive, if Alex is alive, and I know that that's a lot to ask of you, and I understand if you don't do it, or you don't, but
She stands up, and she very, very carefully puts her hand on your shoulder, and you feel just warmth and kindness and understanding wash over you. It's okay. I will do this for you. Okay?
Perfect. She's gonna Sylvia's gonna take a deep breath, and she's like, thank you. You don't know what this means to me, and even if it doesn't answer, if he's gone, at least know,
It's always better than not knowing.
Yes, unfortunately, I think that is true.
Give me a moment, and I will prepare. The whole time you have known her, she's always carried this anxiety in her very aura. This constant tension that somebody is looking over her shoulder. But in this moment, she seems calm. She seems tender. Almost, you get the sense in your very core that she understands. She goes and she sits back at the desk, and she turns away from you to give you some privacy. And she goes over the scroll, and kind of prepares herself with it. She pulls a little copper wire out of somewhere. She may have materialized it. You don't know.
I don't know.
And after a moment, she turns to you and says, "What would you like me to say? You have 25 words."
See, it's gonna come across as her voice, won't it?
So it can
Like,
be Renera's voice.
Renee's voice.
And the target knows who is contacting. So
Yes.
Well, technically now.
Yeah.
She has a face to put the image to. Fuck, I don't even know. You're putting too much thought on me right now. This is a lot. The last thing I expected to do today was potentially know if this guy's dead or not. And if he's dead, I'm gonna cry myself to sleep tonight. This is a lot, guys. Can you guys give me like 5? Can you guys do something else while I think about this?
Would you like me to just speak?
Bro, if you have something, I'm too emotional right now to even think about it. I know the thing she wants to tell Alex is, I miss you. I hope you're okay. Miss you. I hope you're okay. Wait, okay. That's not syllables. And then she wants to say that she loves him. That's at least 10 words. Anyway.
add a few words at the beginning saying,
Yeah, it's like who she is. I don't know how it
Here's
started.
from-
Yeah.
here's, I mean, this is
Yeah.
from Still Free.
This is from Silfrey. No,
Not still free.
Killian.
This is
It
not
should be
so-
Killian.
Killian,
It is
right.
Killian.
Right, no,
like-
you've got fake name, right.
This is from Killian. I hope you're safe. Hold on. I love you. Hold on. Yeah, like, I miss you. Please tell me if you're okay. Oh my god, that was literally right at it, wasn't it? Yeah. That was right at it.
Yeah, but I'm gonna fudge it.
That's totally fine. You can definitely fudge it, but that's like what I want. That's the vibe.
She readies herself. Alex Lerner. This is Celestial Representative Pronera. I come to you with a message from Killian,
Yeah.
who
Yes.
seeks to know your safety. She loves you. And she sits for a minute. And she sits for a minute. And she looks up at you and she shakes her head.
So I'd like to leave this.
He's sitting over here crying.
For sure.
And yeah.
Miserable.
She stands up. And she just looks at you with tenderness and sorrow. She looks at you and you see a single gold tear
It's so great.
dripping from her eye. Forgive me, but I would not give up just yet.
It's not a better answer.
If what is going on is what I believe, we are dealing with very powerful mages, which means he may be somewhere surrounded by anti-magic fields. It may be that he simply is not able to contact me back. Especially since he is human and has no natural connection to magic himself.
True.
It would be harder for him than anybody else.
I don't think Sophie has literally anything to say. She's just looking at her like, okay. Like, okay, thanks. Like, she just doesn't know. Like, she's just probably crying.
She sets the scroll back on the desk. And she conjures up and hands you a white linen gold embroidered handkerchief. And just offers it to you.
So Bree's gonna take it and wipe her face, and it doesn't do anything, because the second that she wipes stuff away, there's more tears.
Would you like me to go get your friend Alfred?
So Bree's gonna just nod.
She nods, and she goes and knocks on his door. She kind of just gestures at Silvery's room where you can hear her crying her fucking eyes out.
100%.
I'm fast waddling over there.
Like
Like a little penguin run. Kind of open the door.
Bro, Sophie's on the ground now. It's a vibe.
He's gonna go over there and hug her.
She's just gonna cry harder. Bro, she's not okay. The Bernera did tell her, like, hey, maybe, maybe he's somewhere, blah, blah. No.
Maybe he's on another plane of existence.
Bro is...
That's not better!
Bro... Sophie doesn't think that anything good's going to come out of anything that they're doing. And so she thinks he's dead now. And that's where it is. The idea that the chance of him, like, coming back or, like, something good happening with it is, like, considering what she knows from Alfred stuff and all this stuff and what she knows about Almart, yeah, he doesn't think he's coming back. So she's crying really hard. I don't think she even has to tell Alfred what's happening. I think Alfred knows. But...
Alfred will kind of reach behind his head. And he will give her a feather.
She just cries more. She's holding on to it, to your fucking line. But she cried. She, like, literally through tears, just being like, thank you for doing this.
Locke, are you in your room?
I am.
You should totally join us.
Can you roll perception for me?
Yes. I can do that. I think that's a 13.
You don't know why, but as you're sitting in your room with Foot, your entire head just becomes purple hyacinth.
Yeah, I like to think with that amount of what's happening right now, there are tears just...
Yeah.
It
Locke's
just
crying, Zephyrs crying, Alfred's crying.
He just holds on to
Marcus is
Foot
having a
tighter.
fucking moment.
Marcus just saw a fucking plane in the sky.
Everyone's
Yeah,
crying.
Marcus,
Marcus is like, yo!
It's the candy.
It's the kicking down the door at me. You won't believe this shit.
It's the picture of Candace where it says, "Mom, holy fuck!" Holy
Bro, it's just chilling in the room. It's just
He also hears this.
oh, yeah, Sophie's crying loud enough for everyone in this bitch to hear. She's probably screaming. I'm not gonna lie.
Isra, great charisma. Very emotionally stunted. Like, I don't know whether or not I should go in and do anything.
Brunera continues to stand in the hallway, wiping her own eyes.
I'll open the door, see her. And I'll just pat over her and just give her a big hug. Some de-stress purrs.
Hold on. For dear fucking life. Like, she holds onto you and starts sobbing into your hair. And
I had a realization. I'm so sad.
she just clings to you. How we feeling, folks?
Sophie got her whale moment.
So after you guys all have a cry fest and a long rest.
Crash has long rest.
With the feather thing, Alfred would have. Hold on, I'm gonna actually message you this.
Do I get to know?
Well, I'm messaging you.
I also get to know.
Yay!
Mom, holy fuck.
Mom, holy
Bro, me and you, I do. I'm so.
Are we
You
stopping for
Alfred
the
and
night
Silfrey,
after
friendship
long
nobody
rest?
saw coming.
So, I have more planned, but it is also 11 o'clock here, and everybody except me has to go be productive tomorrow. So,
Class of 11.
if you
That
want to
also
leave
seems like
it
a great
there,
spot to leave it.
and we'll get out of the city next session, I'm cool with that.
Yes, give you more time to think up horrible random travel encounters.
Yeah, and also come up with a better map than the one I hastily threw together during the break.
I'm distraught.
Yeah, there's a
Holy
reason I sent
shit.
you a link to r/battle maps.
Thank you.
Hold on, I need
Ah.
to look at my.
I would prefer to
Oh, I-
stop here. Because my
Yeah, I thought this
is
was
wearing off.
Okay. Does anybody want stickers?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna
Please.
unplug.
Silver gets the biggest sticker.
I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the
I'm
stream.
worried about him.
Okay.